everybody. Welcome to TVON. Sorry, a little late. You know, I'm not late. We had a microphone issue, so had to get undressed, get a new microphone on. So here we are. Glad you're with us. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties, but here we are. Better late than never. The show must go on. We've got a really incredible show for you. And my name is Blair, and hope you can hear me. So we're going to get to a great value today on something special. There is something that actually could be more rare than our blue wing block Ds that we love so much. Now, I know you guys know the blue wing block Ds. We've had them for about 7 years. There is something, and there's only one way to get something more rare than blue wing block D, okay? And that would be something we're going to showcase here tonight. Go ahead and take your guesses as to what that might be as we get you one of the bigger values that, you know, a lot of people believe. I've heard this a lot in the last couple of weeks and even in the last couple hours. A lot of people saying, you know what, I don't think I can do fine jewelry anymore. I don't know. You know, I've been reading about the gold. Let me tell you something. If you know TVON, you have nothing to worry about. There are some incredible values, better than I've seen historically. And remember, I've been doing this since like the 1900s, okay? No, not really, but it's been about 25 years. So we have incredible values for you. If you want the idea of getting some really old gold pricing, you got it coming up here today. We're gonna have some tanzanite for you. I do have some very special diaspora earrings. We've been loving our new diasporas, and we have a major pair of earrings. So I know that's what a lot of us are looking for, pieces now to accentuate the pieces we already have, meaning like add collection pieces, add something to the set. We are very excited about this opportunity here on diasporas. There's an evil eye style in our emerald necklace. We're gonna see that as well. And also Paraiba. Now, I'm very excited about this. You know, it's my favorite stone, but who cares, right? You guys could care less what I care about. I care about what you care about. But I know that through the years, as I've been offering incredible fine jewelry for all these years, and sorry, I'm not fully, you know, ready to go. So, but I'll tell you right now, we are very, very excited about this Paraiba value that I have. It is an exciting way to get 18 karat gold, which we know how valuable that is. We're going to see 18 karat gold Paraiba at an affordable price tag. And I know that can mean $20,000. I'm not talking about a $20,000 affordability. I'm talking about a lot less than that. So we're going to see a really great price tag on Paraiba tonight. Got some very special one-of-a-kinds as usual. Most everything I show you during this live show, listen, live shows are about the specialty, the ultimate, the high level, the incredible values, because again, just blowing out jewelry as best we can. Well, there are some very cool one-of-a-kinds that are not available to anybody else but the collectors that watch this live show. So you're going to see some amazing, amazing pieces tonight on the air. So we've got a lot of cool, I've got the big diaspora here. We've got a big color change fiend. Those are both color changing, phenomenal one-source stones. Paraiba has made its way to the show here tonight. We've got maybe my best value. No, it is my best value on blue wing block D, one of a kind, fancy modified pear shape. So something for the pear shape lovers, but still a little different. So it's going to be exciting. So stay with us. Let's go ahead and we got to get to it, right? Because we've already lost some airtime. So, and again, I'm probably going to need you to level down, Tony, so I can actually get all my wires taken care of, because that's not a good look. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Our first item of the show is a little, boy, I should have saved this for tomorrow night for our TVON, the club party, right? The big exclusive VIP club party that we do every Friday night. But listen, there's nothing that says that you can't party on a Thursday. It always takes me back to my college days. That was always what we did. We partied on Thursday. Granted, I went to a party school, but you know, we worked hard, we played hard. What can I say? But this is where you have our citrine. It's going to be 112-9429. It's our 420 in the round citrine. That really cool. Well, hey, we didn't have audio, but we have a light. That's good. That's real good news. So here's what we have for a 420 with 6 points in diamonds. Okay, there's an extra. You see triple split shank in each one. Finished there in the diamond pave work. So triple split shank, then this checkerboard faceting, which is just so cool. And sometimes, listen, I know what's going on. There's more. I thought we polished it up. We got the fingerprints, and now we got the fuzzy wuzzies. So now we just got to make sure. Okay, now it's cleaned. Boy, as if you know, trying to get a new mic. We hadn't used a different mic in probably, I don't know, what do you think, 10 years or so? So we had to get one fired up and figure out if we could get that one ready to go. And here we are. So very excited. But here we are with the really big Madeira citrine. So a really beautiful 426 points in diamonds, yellow gold only. Let's try it on for you. This is going to be one of those that you don't want to wait on at all, because look at that. That is just, sometimes checkerboard faceting can dull the color a little bit. Have you ever seen that? Or it takes the color down a notch. You see a little bit less of that brightness. Not here, not the case. It's just a really bright, stunning Madeira. It gives you that gorgeous checkerboard faceting, which you see is going to give you an extra pop. Looks like bright orange diamonds are floating somehow within it, and that's exciting as well. And then the diamonds. I love the way that the diamonds are acting as prongs. Notice how normally we'd see 4 prongs, they'd be in the corner, so to speak. Instead here, you get a little bit of, it's like prong free, except for the side. So that's still really secure, holding on to it really, really nicely. And yet here you go with this exceptional, exceptional value coming your way. So it's going to be a real quick deal here. And let's just go ahead and get these phone lines ready to go, locked up. And it's going to be that way tonight. We've got a lot of specialties. We've got some really cool, again, guess that stone coming up. What could be rarer in the family of zoisite than blue winged block D? What could be better? What could be rarer? We're going to show it to you coming up in a little bit, so stay with us for that. And of course, our yellow gold here stays in yellow gold, so it's another size and ship. All we got to do is get your ring size, get that done tomorrow morning, and then off it goes, right? And so by Monday or Tuesday, you're wearing your ring, loving your new citrine, also November's birthstone, and gosh, we're almost halfway through October already, so it's a good time to pick up what you love. Let's do even better than $19.99 or $9.99. I got some extra values that are coming your way, so exciting times tonight. And let's make sure we move this along at better than even, how about better than $8.99? How about better than even, what do you say, $8.50, $800? Let's go $7.99 on that one. And then would it be too much to ask if I have you maybe turn my levels down, Tony, just so I can properly put on my microphone instead of the kind of makeshift way that I got us on the air for? So let me know if we're all set, good to go there, and I will go ahead and level down, and then we'll be right back with you. Otherwise, it's going to be noisy. Okay, we all ready? All right, so back with you here. Good. Got to have a microphone. It's going to be a long show. You can feel it in the air, right? So here we go. $7.99 on that one. Let me know if you like it. And that'll be our one and only of that fancy cut round citrine for you. $4.20. And that is going to be with the diamonds on the sides. Great designer mounting. All right, you ready to go? We got more on the way. We got some values. I got some giveaways. I might have actual literal giveaways tonight. So I would stay with me for that. We got some exciting pieces coming up. So I will reward you for being here and putting up with all these technical glitches that are going on tonight so far. Something is that full moon going on, something like that, who knows. But I'll tell you this, we are excited to get our next item up here, which is a blue star sapphire. It is really putting the star in the sapphire, quite literally, because this is, well, it's a more subtle star, but it's got that cabochon that we love. It's that gorgeous royal blue. It's item number 1128-724. It's a platinum piece with a 2-carat 40 on this one. So we've got our next piece for you, big Thursday night ahead. So listen, nobody tunes in the beginning, right? Anyway, so it's fine, we're good. So anyway, let's make sure we get you the royal blue star sapphire. It's a more subtle star, but you see it there at the base, so you see a little bit of that asterism. It's gonna be our big 25 points diamond weight in platinum. So you know what else that means. It means size and ship. It's our new thing, because again, I just wanna make sure you understand, most of what you see on the TV show are pieces that do not need to be made up because because guess what? It's right there. It's right there waiting for you. So it is ready to go. It is one that we will still size for you. Of course, that doesn't take us all that long. The really timely things are when we have to start over, make a mounting from scratch, reset all the stones. That takes time. And so here, when you've got a platinum only piece, this goes right out to you. So it's just about give us your size that you need. We're good to go there. You tell us what size. We get that done tomorrow morning. It is right out to you on our Friday. So you've got something special arriving after the weekend ends, and we all need something to transition back into the real world of the work week, don't we? So this is how you get it. And you have that on the way, really special piece here. Let's take it down for you, because I know that $9.99 is not going to work. Now, this is also a metal market that we've never seen the likes of before. You could have lived through a lot of different things in this lifetime, and yet you've never seen the metal market doing what it's currently doing. So what a time to see, you know, a tune-in opportunity where you get these big old values, you get to save a bundle, you get to spend less than $9.99, less than $8.88, less than $7.77, and we're just giving away jewelry with one of the more important stones in the middle, I might add. So really a phenomenal gem. You don't see that all that often. Really important stone, and yet it's not even $7.77. We'll make it $699. First caller on that one. So a beautiful way to go. I'll try it on, as I like to do, just so you can get a little size reference, a little idea of what it's going to look like on your hand, and then you are ready to go. And you suddenly have that September birthstone, but in a really elite, high-end way. And of course, that beautiful bright blue we like to see. You know, that's tougher to get in the cabochon, to still have it being a blue color instead of too dark. And that really is always the challenge with the cabochon. So you've got that color there for $699 only. All right, so that's going to be a good way to go. Also a pendant that might look familiar. It's in blue topaz, but it actually was in garnet a few days ago. Here's what it looks like. Ooh, look at that. That's a Swiss blue. So that's that bright, amazing blue. So that's a really designer piece. We'll see that. My second only pink opal that is here in this fancy cut. I know a lot of you missed out on it. There were a lot of you that said, well, I've never seen a cut quite like that. So even if you have everything in gems and everything in jewelry, you might not have where we get fancy cuts. We're going to show that to you now. Plus we have amethyst on the way. We've got that citrine still here. Look at this. This is designer in every bit. Designer as we love. Now this is all a fancy cut. They take an opaque stone. In this case, opal, you know, there's a lot of different varieties. The fire opals, which around here have a great clarity. You have those black opals. Those are also opaque typically. We've got some great looking crystal opals where sometimes you get a little more of that crystallinity, you get a little clarity. Here's where you're getting opaque, but look at that beautiful baby pink color. And so it looks more like the pink we would see, almost reminds me of a conch pearl, doesn't it? Where you've got that really gorgeous color, kind of a seashell color, and then it's in that fancy cut, that fancy designer cut. 610 is the carat weight on 9266. Let me know if you want our disco ball of citrine, because there it is. That is such a fun ring. I'm always into the fancy cuts because, you know, we all have a lot of the classic stones already, but we're oftentimes looking for ways to have those classic stones that, listen, they're classic for a reason. We love them, but it's nice to have something that still looks different than everybody else's citrine, and so you have that there. So again, we've got our pink opal here, 9 points in diamonds on the side. There's really every single aspect of this piece is really taking advantage of that cut. It's bringing to you the cutout details, the diamonds kind of pointing in, think like wonder rings, but on the sides, the way they're kind of pressing into that look there. In another way, we did prongs that are part of the design itself. So you see what's happening there. You see that beautiful look. You see that element of designer, designer, designer. We know that. Well, guess what? It's a very affordable ring despite all this great size it has. There is a lot of gold here, I must add, in that gorgeous white gold that just really sets off the pink nicely. I always find that the lighter the pink, I think that it really can be a little bit contradictory to the yellow gold. So I'm not a big fan of seeing lighter pinks in yellow gold all the time. I think it can take away from the color. So really like to see it in the white metal like this is. And of course we went premium here with that white gold for you. So beautiful style, 9 points in diamonds. We'll make it $9.99 on that one, and it's going to be going very quickly. So beautiful pink opal, fancy cut there. Feels a little bit like the quatrefoil cuts that we love to see. Don't forget, we've had everything under $1,000. We had our blue star sapphire in platinum, $6.99. We had our citrine with that checkerboarded facet pattern. That's only going to be, remember, That was $7.99 for the citrine. So a lot to get to. Plus we have weekend previews of what's coming up that's new and fabulous and hot in the weekend. So we'll have a few of those great ideas for you as well. And then you let me know if you have any requests too, because I know there have been a lot of those I've been assisting with in the last couple of days. So definitely get those requests in. If there's something, you know, it's so nice. I know a lot of you say, well, I'm getting flooded with emails from you guys and getting all spammed out, and I want to know what pieces look like still in the hand. It's tough to gauge what jewelry looks like when you are looking at a photograph, isn't it? So love that, again, I can be your guide, show you pieces live, try them on so you know exactly what to expect before it arrives home, because I don't know about you, I had to return something the other day. I bought a gift for somebody and I guessed wrong on the size, and I had to pack it all. And I tell you what, the time I spent to make a return, it was like, I was like, you know, and I would never return it if it were me. I was just, you know me, I like to donate stuff. If I get something at home and I don't like it, I just donate it. But I tell you, it was a gift, so I didn't have that option. And the time it took to print that label and do all, I just say, if I can get you all set up with what you need and you know what to expect before it even arrives, that's when you know you got kind of like that perfect shopping opportunity. You're gonna love it even more in person. And isn't that what's exciting? So that you don't have to worry about that. And I love that about, you know, just hopefully, you know, we get your questions answered from the jump. You know exactly what to expect when it arrives home. And guess what? The only surprise is how much more beautiful it is in person than you even expected. And that's always fun. So there's our designer pink opal. We'll take a look at some amethyst. I do have a really cool stone here. There's a padparash I mentioned that's coming up, but look at this. This is that padparash color. Look at that. That's a stone that you don't see every day, because you're going, oh yeah, that's a morganite. No, it is not. It's not sapphire. It's not beryl. It's actually a tourmaline, and in this great east-west setting design as well. And so we are ready for the east-west, the pink diamonds, the white diamonds. We have really elevated this in a major way. So it is exciting to see. And we have 112-6226 coming up. So this would be that totally fills up the finger side to side for you. Gives you that complete look. Yes, those are natural, genuine from the earth, 22 points of pink diamonds that you have there as well. Then it's going to be the white diamonds around that, 76 points there. So that would be a full 98 points. You're getting awfully close to a carat there in full. So this is really exciting. And all you got to do is dial in early, because there is only one. Again, another way to get your piece right away, because rose gold and white gold, that's how it's going to stay. I don't know if you'd want to change it up at all. It's pretty spectacular in that respect. It is from the Congo, which is really our newer find. There is a new find out of Brazil. We're seeing only greens and blues out of that find. Really, again, from the Congo, we're seeing some of these exotic colors that you don't expect. That's really exciting. This is that peachy pink. It really is blending pink and orange together, which normally would be, yep, padparash. Let's make this a very exciting opportunity, but I just, full disclosure, I don't have a 2.5 carat padparash as we take a look at this on the hand here and show it to you how that east-west design is gonna go. Get your true size, otherwise it's gonna do what it's doing on me. It's gonna flip and flop every which direction, but here we are in that special look there, east to west designer style. We've got one and one alone, and it's going to be only, you know what, blow it out, $1,999 first caller on that one. So a quick and easy deal. Then we've got our best per carat value on a fancy cut museum reserve. So this is exciting, and that's really, I think it's pretty thrilling when we have a $19.99 deal, but I know we're gonna get that blue wing. I have some Paraiba values, whether you wanna go all green or the traditional blue greens. Our surprise coming up at the top of the hour, the 6 o'clock hour, that's 40 minutes from now, we're gonna bring you something really special. So that's important as well, okay? So this is really exciting. So all you gotta do, call us quickly. Let's make sure you get on the phone lines on these one-of-a-kinds, get what you need, and here we go. Yeah, isn't it true, Kirsten? We couldn't do that actually till we were seniors. So it was only, yeah, checking in with Kirsten. Hey, Kirsten. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Kathy. Hey, guys. We're glad you're with us. Carrie's with us as well. I can only see partially who's joining us online, and I don't get to partake, but I tell you what, if I get real bored, I might just jump in the chat live on the show. So I hear I miss out a lot. I missed out on a lot during these chats here. So it's exciting to see what everyone's talking about, what everyone's getting into. So my own mother's on there too, by the way, now. She jumped. I don't think she's ever commented. I don't think she ever would. But again, she's enjoying that too. So she's loving hearing what y'all have to say about TVON and our fabulous jewelry. I will tell you this, $19.99 for that piece. Really cool. And if you love something, again, we've shown you really all pieces tonight so far that have been a little bit outside the box. Don't be afraid to step outside that box every now and then, because you know what? You really do. When you have personality pieces like jewelry, jewelry is an accessory. It is something that we wear as much for fashion as we do for rarity and all those wonderful things, that investment purpose. And obviously a lot of you are going, yeah, I understand that, because all my jewelry that I bought in the past, it's worth more and more every day. I've been telling you that for 25 years, and it's true. And now more than ever. So again, you've got opportunities to take advantage of these really high-end collectible pieces and save a bundle doing it, because we got a lot of pieces made a long time ago that we're bringing out from the depths of the vault, like perhaps this Paraiba. Look at how bright. It is the most gorgeous lime green. You believe that's copper bearing? That is exciting. Copper bearing. Yes, it is. It's green Paraiba. So we've got pink diamonds. I know we had the last couple of weeks, I have popped in the purple diamond drop earrings for you. And ironically, some of you said, give me the pinks, give me the pure pinks. We have them tonight. I've got a new pair of pink diamond earrings, and they are beautiful bubblegum pinks. So if you're a true pink gal, stick around. We'll have that on the way. And then we got wheels. Oh, do we have wheels? Wheels, deals, including some of our most decadent designer pieces we've ever had. Gorgeous looking Mahenge spinel earrings. Listen, I know a lot of you go, I don't know about Mahenges. They're real expensive when they get into big sizes, aren't they? I totally second that. They're one of the most expensive stones in the world. And of course, out of Tanzania. Here's the great news. We've got a really good way to wear them. Earrings for you, so they really go with all your pinks and reds. And I think I'm a big fan of pink and red going with anything and everything. I think it's one of those colors that just works so well with everything else that you wear. So no matter, even if you're like neutrals or you like brights or you like pastels, there's a Mahenge spinel earring that is second to none here today. So you're going to see some exciting pieces. But let's take a look at this one more time, give you another look at it, and then we're on our way. We got some big tanzanite. Let me just pop this in. It's a special little something for everybody who says, I like to shop early because I know she's going to bring out something important and impactful. And that is a pear shape, but wait, it's modified, everything about this. And I know there's not, I know so far it's like 23 minutes straight. Well, 20, I don't know, maybe 19 minutes straight. We started a little late. But I will tell you this, there's a lot of people who love designer jewelry. This is still giving you the element where, please rest assured, when you see this on the hand, at first glance, it's going to look like a pear shape. It doesn't look like something crazy out there, different, or too bold. It looks like a pear shape. What it does, though, is it has, instead of one smooth, rounded curvature, it's got more of a notched element on the outside. That is called the girdle of the stone. I know, kind of a strange name when we think as women about girdles, or, it's a weird name, but that's actually where the outside of the stone, that very outer edge, that's called the girdle of the stone. And so you have that here. When you see it up close, you're going to probably notice, oh yeah, I see it. She's right. There's a little extra facet pattern around it. You see that? And then all those reds coming through. It's 112-2713. Welcome into Thursday night. We are live, believe it or not. We sure are, and we're ready to help you own some jewelry. And listen, it's not too late to shop a value quite yet, because I know this one's been here a minute. It's a 2700 item number. We're in the 9800s now. So that was years ago that this was made. It was some 7,500 items ago. That's a lot of items ago. So this is an older piece. Well, I'm taking it down on discount just to see who's out there. It's my 942. It's white gold only. It is also 75 points in diamonds. That even had to be custom made. We couldn't just, not like I had a 9.5 carat pear shaped setting, but this one doesn't drop into a regular standard pear shaped setting because it's got those notched edges to it. So that's the difference. You see how it's perfectly aligned with the outside of that stone? So it's a little different, and yet it's bold, and it's almost 9.5 carats in size. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is really tempting to just go ahead and say, you know what, I don't have a blooming yet, been showing them for 7 years, everything I've fallen in love with has gone to somebody else's house and not mine. So here's your chance, but I will tell you right now, I can't score a deal like this anywhere, and I'm talking about even the block Cs that are out in the wholesale world, that are, let me switch it around here real quick, the block Cs that are so light, that are right now going for 3,800 a carat and more. You cannot buy anything like this anywhere else. That cut is exclusive to us. The stone quality and source type, that again is one particular vein of that one mine in the world, that's all exclusive to us. And I don't know, that one's going to definitely lean one way or the other thanks to that notched outside edge. But still, I think you can take in here the beauty of it, the great brightness of it, still the red flashes that are coming on through that you just cannot deny are the best of the best. And yet this started at $9,900. $7,999 way back when, 7,500 items ago. That's a long time ago. Now we're making it even better, even lower. This is my best value on tanzanite tonight and to date. That means the whole time we've been showing these museum reserves, which has been the last several months, you have not had a value as good as this one is. So it is high time to dial in. You might just want to buy it and resell it. I got more people doing that now than ever before because my fellow jewelers out there, they cannot make jewelry anymore for the prices they did. So they are really struggling to buy their think about it. This is a business that's been changing rapidly. Well, this is where, again, I have more people that are vendors, that are in the business, that are dealers, that are wholesalers, that are in the trade. They're buying from us just like you are. At this point, you're competing not just with your fellow jewelry lovers, but actually jewelry people, like the industry, the leaders, those who have boutique stores, online, storefronts, whether it's a mom and pop shop. They're shopping here because it's a whole lot heck of it easier, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper than setting out to make jewelry today. When a band costs you $4,000 and it's just a 2mm wedding band and you got to turn around and get a 5-time markup, a lot of people are not going to understand that when they walk into your store and see a band of gold for 20 grand. And that's the problem. And so it's just easier where you see these values, you're taking them for under cost, and that is our cost from a long time ago. So you already got the value built in, because are we taking it up to market value? Absolutely not. That would be crazy to do. That would just be unfair and wrong. And I'm not about that. I know that's what the rest of the industry likes to do. I can't do that to you. We are proud of our values. We exist as the only place to get fine jewelry in value. And yet here it is. Here it is at this incredible deal coming up. It's not going to be even half this price of $4,999. You definitely need to be on the phone lines, and you got 75 points in diamonds as well. And the only caveat is you do have to leave it in the white. But good news, most of us love the tanzanites in the white gold. Not to mention it can be sized and shipped out to you right away. So there's no issue there. And it's not even $3,999 for a nearly 10-carat stone. So I would definitely dial in on the early side. All you can do is what you can do. You can give yourself the biggest advantage by dialing in early. Otherwise, you are really at the mercy of our phone lines. And basically, when did someone just dial in a second or half more than you, faster than you did? That really is the difference maker often. And we're not even doing $39.99. It's your best value on Museum Reserve I have brought to you. It is simple as that. Don't you love it? And I know you've seen a lot of blue wings. I'm getting the wowza from a couple of customers, or she said woza, but I'm all for that. Woza, wowza, whatever. Whatever onomatopoeia you want to verbalize, I'm cool with it because it deserves it. Or if it just leaves you speechless and stunned, that's okay too, because my price will. It's less than $3,900. Come on in. I know we're going to get out the calculator. I know nobody wants to do math, but isn't math fun when you're saving a bunch of money on something that is so high value that is nowhere else, no other time? This world is seeing a huge decrease in what the tanzanite mine is producing. And that's all the really, really average material, the light color, the really, really small size stones, nothing like this. This was gone 16 years ago. You haven't been able to get it. Even here, we are winding down our little collection here, which has spanned a good amount of time. But listen, it is not going to be forever. Take a look at this. It's not $3,900. It's not $38.99. I'm blowing it out for $3,888. And you know what you do? Take that price, divide it by 9.42. That's the carat weight. And if I'm not including a penny for the diamonds or the gold, that's $412 a carat. $412 a carat. Tell me who's going to top that. Who's going to beat that price? Not a solitary human being, soul, robot, AI, machine, nothing. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can do it. And this is all hand assembled. Again, isn't there something special about that fancier cut? It's not crazy out there. I know we had one that looked like a little coffin. That's not as popular. I know, go figure, right? There's some fancy cuts that are a little bit kind of out there. And this one's not. It's really just a fancy cut that's masquerading as a pear shape. It's that beautiful look we love. It's still giving all the red flashes a little bit more an angle that I got to show you here properly. So you can really see the reds? It's a little more unusual on a pear shape, but again, this is that modified specialty style. And remember, there's a lot of gold, because you need a lot of gold to hold a 9.5 carat stone. And you've got that 3/4 carat of VS diamonds as well. And the only thing is, keep it in the white gold. We'll have that sized and shipped right out to you. So no biggie there. And congratulations if you get it. I had to show it early. What can I say? So we'll move right along. We've got a lot more to do, and we've got a couple of hours to go, and 2.5 here to tantalize you with something interesting. And again, the challenge is give away jewelry. Oh, I think I can do that. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. You just price it right, and it'll go. It's It's like the Field of Dreams concept, and the good stuff does go. We know that. So this one will. It's just a matter of being on the phone lines as quickly as you can. Here's our Amethyst, a designer style. It looks a little bit like, I don't know, it feels like poinsettias or almost a butterfly until you see the third part of the petals there. It's going to be in solid gold. 1129284 is our yellow gold setting here, looking lovely. It's going to have that elongation of the amethyst. Okay, so this is a cushion cup, but also modified. We've seen really nothing but outside the box pieces here tonight so far. 1129284 is our 302. It's got 4 points in diamonds. They would only be just a couple there. It's those 2 bezel sets on either side. So you see 2 here, 2 there, and you're good to go. Let's try it on, and you'll see what it looks like. It's got to stay in the yellow gold. There is only one, my friends, so that's going to be the one and one only. When it's gone, it's gone. Ships right out to you and nobody else, because I don't have any others that cut. Couldn't even make this if we tried. If you gave us more money and 6 months of time and all of that, I couldn't make it. Certainly couldn't make it at this price tag as we take another look at it up close. It's going to be a much better value than even $999. So come on in, and if you want that tanzanite, score the deal of a lifetime. It's our best per carat price we have ever seen on a stunning blue wing Block D. Now here we go with our amethyst. Gives you a little more purple, but still has elements of blue and red to it, of course. And we'll take it extra low, discount it down. First caller, you get it for $699 instead. Another $300 back in your pocket. Go to dinner on me. And if dinner doesn't cost $300 where you live, well, then you don't live in Los Angeles, lucky you. But it does. Just dinner for 2. Like dinner for 2, 1 drink, that's it. No wine, nothing. Just, yep, it's like the $80 entree. Okay, welcome to a new world. Well, I say buy the jewelry, I take you out to dinner, and you hopefully have money to spare where you live. I hope so. So that's going to be at $699. I mean, I don't know, it's crazy. But it's true, right? It's true. It's probably not just here. It's probably in a few big city places, right? So our top of the hour, has anybody made a guess as to what we're going to have debuted at the top of the hour? Something very exciting for you, something that's the only thing that I can say is rare. And Tanzania is known for a lot of great stones. And I mentioned there's something out of Tanzania. We know mahenges are here. Mention those. That's not what I have tonight. I do, but we're going to show you something at the top of the hour, which is only 27 minutes from now, that is very, very, very important. And it's actually the rarest way to get anything from Tanzania, to be honest with you. It is truly unique. It is very special. And in all these years of broadcasting, we have never had anything like it. So I'm very excited about that. Coming up at our top of the hour, stay with us. And tell a friend who loves collecting gemstones as well, because they're going to want to see this as well. So make sure that you pull them away from whatever they're doing on this Thursday night. Stop in for a couple minutes and check out what we have at the top of the hour. It's going to be very exciting to do so. We also have more in the way of blue wings. I will have a cushion cut. That's our 812. We've got an 812 that looks like this. We will see that's got a big diamond weight as well. Also have those diaspora earrings. I am very much looking forward to those diaspora earrings. They're trillion cuts, look at that, and that's giving you that perfect pinky green flash. There's a lot going on there in pinks and goldens and kind of that gorgeous yellow golden champagne color that we love out of those color changing stones. Now, if you love opals, and last night, did I ever have an opal? And you know what? It's actually still here if you missed it. Best opal 1095 was here. It was a 10 karat 95 stone. Well, look at this. This has truly beautiful, I wouldn't even call it pastel because it's a little brighter. It's a little more vibrant. And this is a full pendant necklace, brooch, chain, all that. This is how it works. I'm holding it by the bail, and then it's got an extra pin. And then you can take the chain off, and guess what? This is the chain you wear on its own too. Sometimes if you ever like to wear just a plain chain, nothing plain Jane about a plain chain, because chains right now are super cool, layer them up. That's a Rolo you can wear on its own. Yes, Jason? Thank you on the amethyst. Well done. Enjoy $699 on that amethyst. All right, here we go. Amethyst is gone. Here's 1127607. This is an opal. It is a, wow, 1164. It's even larger than the 1095 I had last night. It is very impressive. This is no diamond weight. That's the only difference here, which might help make it a little bit more wearable if that's something. If you shy away from diamonds, if you think they're more dressy, here you go. Let's take a look at it from a distance. This chain is gorgeous on its own too. It's 18 inches in length. There's no adjustability here, so it's just gonna be 18 inches. There you see it from a distance away in a little lower light. It's got swirls of blue and green, aqua tones as well. Here's your spring ring closure, and of course your Rolo link. That is why you can wear it on its own. It's not that, I mean, any chain you can, but it certainly makes sense when you have these bigger, heavier, chunkier chains like this to wear it on its own. And got to show it on first just to give you an idea of the size, and then we'll go ahead and just give you a measure. But again, it's also a brooch, and I don't know who cares about fashion besides me, but I love fashion. And I will tell you right now that this whole idea of brooches, I know it's not really a new concept. Is fashion ever really new? No, we know it's just cyclical. It's just regurgitation of ideas. And yet sometimes just, you know, again, what's old is new again. Well, brooches, there is never a wrong time to wear a brooch. This is also a brooch. So you can wear it anywhere you want. On the lapel of, let's just face it, you probably might be putting on a coat one of these days in the near future. And you want to put this, dress up that same drab wool coat that you invested in 2 years ago, but you're like, I don't even know. Should I leave the house wearing that coat that everybody's seen year after year? Add a brooch. Add a brooch. It is so stunning. And this, again, can be worn any which way. The bail's obviously up top, but you can wear that chain on its own, which is 18 inches. It's a 14 karat gold chain. The pendant itself is 18K. It's a brooch as well, which you could then orient it any direction you want. We'll go back to the hand because I want to give you a measurement on it as well, so you can see how that's going to look and get you the exact length of that 18 karat solid. And a bezel set opal. So it is an inch and, let's just call it 1.25 inches there. It's close to 1.5 inches, and then we'll show it back again up close, okay? So a very nice, hefty piece, million ways to wear it. And we will do this. Big discount, $69.99. You might have seen this in the past. I like these different, it's like a whole different textured style, like a tree bark styling there at the base, and then all the mirror finishing of the platinum or 18 karat gold as well. Let's blow it out. You will not see a better value on an opal, even on its own. And again, this is not sterling silver. It is an 18 karat gold. Couldn't go more opposite sterling silver than here, because you've got that really high-end level of gold, 75% pure as a matter of fact, and we're going to make this only $1,999, and you get the chain too. So the chain is an extra piece of jewelry for free. The opal is stunning. It's got reds, it's got yellows, it's got oranges, it's got blues, it's got purples, it's got reds, it's got plenty of this little kind of like a beautiful pin fire. I mean, I'll tell you the ways you can wear it. There you see it. There you go. And did you see the carat weight's actually engraved on the back side, and it's an 11 karat 64. So you'll never forget your carat weight because it's engraved on the back. And $19.99, as we have somebody really thinking about that one there. And the amethyst, again, congrats on that one. Well done there. Here we go at $19.99. That is a lot going on there. And it sure beats the heck out of a $10.95 that was beautiful yesterday, but it was a great value, but it was still $10,000. Here's an even larger Australian lightning ridge, and it's under $2,000, which really it should not be. So that one's going to go. If you think that's going to stick around, we haven't met yet, because that is just a value and giveaway blowout that we don't see on large scale natural opals. And do you know we don't do doublets or triplets at all? So that's the other thing to keep in mind. We don't do that. So this is your important way to go. Get that stunning opal. And I love that it just does. It looks like ocean currents mixed with intergalactic lights, mixed with kaleidoscopes of colors. It is like a fantasy piece. It really does feel like something that doesn't even look like it could be from this world, let alone the earth, but it is. And so all natural through and through. And there you can even see a little bit of that host rock in the back there. And that's $19.99. Okay, so that should go. And then, all right, Jason, who was getting the amethyst over there? Hi, Janice. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you. All right, and then on that affordable pendant front, let's keep the necklaces and designer pieces going. With this, we're going to go to yellow gold here, and these chains, I don't know why these chains are set somewhere they shouldn't be, but I can fix that. Take a look at this. This is a ribbon design, large scale, 112, 48.59. Another designer piece here, this time 18 karat yellow. We're sticking with the 18K, but we're going yellow gold this time around. 18 karat yellow, a beautiful melange of gorgeous graduated colors of pink sapphires. Look at that. They start the light. Look at that. They're almost white. They're a pale pink on one side. And then they're getting brighter and deeper and richer and hotter. And then you've got a beautiful cascade of diamonds here. We're going to throw in the chain for you as well, 21 points in diamonds. It's a lovely chain that's going to be, this time around, it is adjustable. It's going to be 18 inches in length and adjustable beyond that, so you can make it as small as you like. You can go to any particular exact length. You don't need to go in 1 inch increments. You can just really make it perfect for that neckline that day. So our 57 points in those princess cuts. And then look at this, 1.5 inches top to bottom length. We'll show you, this is how you're going to adjust that chain, is with that little sliding bead. And then here's what it looks like from a distance. It is just the brightest and most beautiful. There's a little texturing with your mirror polishing as well. So you're getting different textures and finishes to this 18 karat yellow gold. And we have one, and look at that chain, all for free. It's not a big deal. Many years ago, we could give you a chain for, I don't know, I've been doing this so long, they were like $200 to start. Now they're more like $1,000 for a chain. And if you don't believe me, okay, that's fine. But again, what do I know? I'm only in the wholesale business every single day of my life. This is where a chain costs you $1,000 these days, especially when it's in 18 karat gold. And you can tell it would be wrong to put it with 14 karat, and here's why. It would be actually too light. So you have the match there, okay? So we've got this really beautiful style, big discount here for you, not gonna be $59.99 any longer. So I really just wanted to go back into the depths of the vault today. I wanted to bring out some older pieces that are designer to begin with, that were great values from the start, but it really gives me a chance to, instead of saying, well, let's just bring the gold up to $4,100 an ounce where it is today, or wherever it closed, I'm not sure, 4,041, either way, record highs. So let's just bring them down, and let's forget about what it would cost today to make it. Let's just give you a value. So if you want to just resell it, next day you get it, go ahead, you make money on the deal, I'm fine with that. But here's what we're doing instead of 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, I'll just keep on going. We're going to discount all night long. We got 2 hours and 20 minutes to do it. We're going to keep the discounts going. Why? Because you deserve it. And we're known for value. So if we can't bring you values, well then who's gonna? Nobody else can do what we do. We're doing better than 14, better than 13. I'll make it $1,299. This is for the naysayers. This is for the people that say, I can't buy fine jewelry anymore. Oh no, yes you can. 18 karat solid yellow gold for $12.99. Oh, and it's got precious gems, like pink sapphires, like beautiful diamonds as well. All of that for $1,299. That is an important way to go. And we only have just that one because it's a designer piece. We can't make this. We didn't make it in the first place. It's a great finish. Look at the detail. It looks like a glittery kind of a, I don't call it satin finish because that implies more smooth. This has almost like a sandblasted finish, which in turn looks almost like a glittery effect that it has. So it really has this glow. I know high polish sounds like the best way to get that glow, but actually here you're seeing that distinctive design that's giving it to you as well. Maybe even more so. So $12.99 on that one. We'll move right along. We got some Paraiba on the way. Again, London blue topaz is calling. We've got a great London blue. I've got some designer yellow and white diamonds together that is looking oh so designer. How about this? 40 points in big yellows. Take a look at this one. Bypass design, wear it anywhere you want on the hand. Really works any which way. Call us on these designer pendants. Why would we have an opal that's massive or a pink sapphire and 18 karat gold? Remember, both of our pendants here in the last couple minutes were all 18 karat gold. And yet the prices were not 10 or 20 or $30,000. They were each under $2,000, one was under $1,300. So now we get to the exotic world of diamonds. We show you the yellows, the bright yellows, the amazing. I know there's a lot of yellow diamonds certainly out there, and most of them at this point are now man-made, lab-grown. That's all fine if you want to do it that way. Usually the only reason to do that is to get a better price tag. Our natural color price tag is going to be better, cheaper, better for you than even lab-grown material is going for, so this is how you shop them. Take a look at this. We got yellow diamonds that are bigger pear shapes. It's 1128-274. And again, let me know if you have any requests or if there's anything you want to shop from the show thus far. Do it now because when everybody else starts tuning in, they catch up with what they missed. And then out they go. So here we are with our 40 points of pear shapes, 9 points in white diamonds, and then there's another 31 points in the yellow. So it just keeps on delivering. You've got 71 points overall. 2 of them are 20 pointers. They're nice big sizes, juicy, bright, amazing pear shapes. Then you've got your white diamonds as well. It's one only. There's a 14 karat gold two-tone effect. It stays as is. That would be 80 points overall, and I got a better value. So we've seen some big rings. This is big too, but it's giving you that bypass style. So it's a great way to get a little more width and length, as you'll see it on my hand. That always helps, I think, just for perspective, because on the wheel, who knows, right? It's TV. It's really tough. You might be watching on an 85-inch screen. It's like, okay, how big is the piece actually going to be? That's where you see it. That's where you get a sense. For reference, I'm a 5.5. This can be sized easily to whatever size you need because it would work anywhere on the hand, including your thumb. So if you want a really unique, different designer style, I think this is a great way to go. Of course, the yellow and the white, it's all about the color of the yellow. You know, it's not even good enough to just get a natural yellow. You actually want to get what? A deeper, darker color. Hopefully I've taught you that over the years. Look at the color. Make sure it's not that pale or barely there. I always say it's really, if it's a pale yellow, it's just going to look like a bad white diamond. And that's not what you want. Listen, bad white diamonds are cheap. At least they should be. And so that's what usually white diamonds look like, are pale yellows, because they have what we call body color. And if a diamond's not a really good color, quality, then it looks a little bit like a yellow. That's not what we're looking for here. We want those brighter, those more rich, those intense. That's what this is. And a really fun piece to wear, really, quite frankly, anywhere on the hand as you take another look at it. It's going to be those bigger yellows. We've got one on one alone. So again, know that you'll get it right away. It's headed right out to you after it's sized to whatever size you need. I still want you to get the size you require. But remember, just with the span of the way it's wearable on every finger of the hand, you can really have a lot of freedom in choosing how do you want it sized, for which finger you're going to wear it on. And we're going to make it better than $2,000. $19.99, a very substantial value here tonight. I'm going to try to help you out with some deals. I've been doing it for 40 minutes or so, but it's really good. It's really, really good. And all you got to do is just pick it up. $1,500, no. $14.99, no. I'll blow it out for $13.99. That's it. Then we've got Paraibas coming your way. Bright greens. We'll have the blue green classic later. We've got some neon greens. I have a purple heart shape that is over 13 carats. Come on now. How much rarer can we get than yellow diamonds? There's your answer. Purple Paraiba in a heart. 1331 in size. You want rare garnets? I guess we're feeling the love tonight. Look at this. Oh, when do we not feel the love? Just you tuning in is showing love. Look at that. That is, what is that? What do you think that is? We don't see it all the time, so I'll let you place a guess there. What do you think that 1188 heart shape with yellow diamonds around it? What do you think that is? Something a little unique? Oh, you want more love? Look at this on my hand. We've got one of the most unique styles of heart-shaped jewelry ever created. That is all bigger designer diamonds, baguettes and rounds, heart shape in a necklace. Yep, full necklace, not a pendant, all attached to this really heavy gauge link chain. That is so, I'm not even a heart-shaped lover, and I love that necklace. So we've got our beautiful bypass yellow diamond pairs here, and that's gonna be for one caller at $13.99. So let's get to this big Paraiba. You don't even have to know what it is or care about rarity. I think to admire this next ring, take a look. There was the opal earlier that I thought looked a little kind of out of this world, like quite literally, not as a descriptor, but looked almost like something that would come from a different kind of dimension. Well, this is really feeling that style as well. This is one of the brightest stones I can bring you, and I know you've seen a lot of good gems from me and everywhere else you shop. You probably have a penchant for really high-end designer jewelry. It's probably why you're hanging out with me tonight, is because hopefully you really like great gems. This is one of the ultimate high ends. Now, it's 1129076. This is one of the rarest stones in the world as well. So put the beauty aside for a minute. Put the electricity, the neon, the brightness. Let's also talk a little bit about the band. Couldn't get much more bold than that. It's like the amount of gold you would see typically in a bracelet and a necklace combined. And instead it's in one very bold designer band style, diamonds still around it, all sits pretty low profile in the hand. It doesn't do this. You know how dome styles, typically the name implies it goes up and over, like Half Dome in Yosemite. This is a little different. It's going to be, we're really cognizant of the fact that we need it to be comfortable and wearable at the same time as designer and a great look. So we're making sure that this still is relatively low profile on the hand, still with an undergallery, so it's going to be nice and comfy, like your favorite, you know, pajamas, like your favorite, I mean, really, jewelry should feel that way. It should feel comfortable on. It should be easy to wear. It should be something you look forward to putting on before you embark on your day. Here's what we've got. 261 on item number 9076. Yeah, it is a 261 trillion. Bright as can be, amazing lime green, totally neon, Paraiba. Big diamonds around it. 38 points there, and the finishing is amazing. I would ask you to just stay right there for a minute and look at the inside of that stone too. It is clean. Very. I can't find a flaw. Look at that stone. And I know it's reflecting a lot of darkness, but look at that. High polish, all perfectly finished, all glossed up and ready to go. Ready to sit atop your hand and be your new favorite piece. And bright green lovers unite. Let's just put the peridot on the shelf for a minute. You don't need a peridot if you can get that color with something more rare, far more rare, collectible, copper bearing, 38 points in diamonds. And watch this. I'll change the gold. If you want me to spend an extra $7,200 for absolutely no reason other than to make you happy, guess what? It's worth it. I want to spend $7,200. It's whatever it takes to make you happy. Whatever it takes. If that's what's required to get you the perfect ring, then so be it. Let us change it. If you want yellow gold or rose gold, I have a bright green, my bright green, My bright green, it's a bright green. My bright green Paraiba, I said it in rose gold. It has 3 carat 61 in diamonds. It's my favorite piece as far as my green stones, better than even my emerald. I really like my green Paraiba. It's in rose gold. So again, this is one of those options that because of its distinctive color, it can work in any gold color. So please feel free to pick what you like the best and whatever you want to imagine. If you want it right away, just ask for the white because it's done. And then we can size it and get it out to you simple and easy and very, very, very affordable. Because this ring with all that gold, I know you heard them go $7,200 for the band. Thank you very much, but I'm going to change the channel. I can't afford that. If it's 70 some hundred, if it's 7,000 for a band of gold, what's it going to be with a 261 Paraiba? And then we throw in almost a half carat in VS diamonds. It's not going to be $20,000. Promise you. Got a value that we're going backwards on. You can forget about, listen, I didn't make this jewelry today. I don't think I have anything new today except for the top of the hour special, which trust me, it's a top of the hour special, so I'm going to make it worth your while as far as affordability. Go save you a lot of that money, okay? We're going to help you out with that big, big special surprise that we never really see. We're going to show that to you at the top of the hour. It's only 8 minutes away, so start counting down, but this is better than 10. This is better than 5. This is better than 4. And that wouldn't happen on a 261 electric neon green like this is anywhere outside of this moment. Even here, but in other shows. Even here, but in other parts of our inventory. And yet it's not going to be even $39.99. So this is the time, and again, excuse the dramatic glare that it gets. It's a difficult stone to show or difficult band because it's got a lot of that surface here in gold. So you are seeing a little bit of, it's basically all it is a reflection of what's in front of me, which is kind of like this, you know, vast open space. So again, that's what it's reflecting. And then you see the reflection of the little bowl that's around it here. So really just, again, all high polished, choose your gold color, not 39, not 35, not 34. That is electrified. It looks like it's plugged in. If you had such a thing as a battery operated gemstone that was powered by some kind of artificial source of energy, you would truly, truly, truly not see it be that bright. And this is all a gemstone. Mother Nature made great cutting in turn with it, and yet it's not 34 or 33. Come on, we're going to move some jewelry here, and I can price things cheap. So before you think you can't do fine jewelry no longer, you can. You can. It's just going to take the right time, the right piece, the right host, and here's what we do. Send it on out. Better than 33, 32, 31. This is a giveaway. And I'm glad it was made some time ago, but even when this began, even when this first debuted, and it's only been on the air one time, it was $79.99. That's a should-be price. And that was only charging you, well, at the time, it was only asking about $1,500 for that stone. I come from a long, long, long history of selling Paraibas, mostly loose in the beginning days, 2004, 2005, 2006. I was actually interviewed today. Someone was asking about my start in the business when I started selling loose gemstones. And the first time I ever sold loose gemstones was 2004. And I was selling fine jewelry before that, finished pieces, and then 2004 ended up at a place that sold a lot of loose with finished as well. So it was kind of exciting to do the two. And what was the big debut in October of 2004? It was Paraiba's loose, and not a one of them. And that's when they were still producing, they were still coming out of the ground. Little did we know how little time we'd have with these stones as far as natural Mother Nature production. And yet here they are now, already mined out, completely done, completely gone. Let's come on over and take a look. And we'll show you what we can do here on this $31.99 spectacular. I mean, it really is something. And we're going to go a lot lower than 31. I'll go $2,999. And if I got a trillion lover out there or somebody who just wants the ultimate neon bright green, there it is. And it's a Paraiba to boot. So it's one of the rarest stones you could ever get your hands on. And it's under $3,000. And look at how much gold you're getting. And remember, it's a ring within a ring because you also have that finished under gallery. So it is comfortable. It is smooth. It's going to glide onto the hand. This is not a 2mm band either. Let me break out. This is an extra charge, of course, but to break out the millimeter gauge and show you how very, I mean, we could probably do the ruler and that'd make more sense. Look at that. At the widest point across the top, you know, we talk about a standard 2mm band. This is a 16mm band. 16. Even the very back at the most narrow point, it's 4.5mm. 16mm across the top. Now, $29.99. Tell me, are you buying a solid gold band with no Paraiba for a price like that? Tell me if you're getting 38 points in diamonds. How about someone changing the gold for you if that's what you prefer is yellow or rose? Doing that as well. Do not wait. $29.99, that will go. There's just no way. Something like that sticks around. Let me know if you need the heart shapes. The heart shape, it was the Spessor type that we showed you with the orangey reds, the pinky purple Paraiba in the heart shape 13 carats plus, and also the diamond heart shaped necklace. They're all still here. We just kind of flashed them just to see if we've got heart shaped lovers out there today. Also our big Padparassha, had a Padparassha colored tourmaline earlier. We have the actual Padparassha right there with a pink, purple, golden blend. So you get all those colors together. We've got the big diaspora to go with your earrings. Again, we'll see the trillion cut earrings a little bit later. Look at this emerald cut. Now this is a winner. It's only going to be like $20,000 or so, but it's a 21 karat 82. So that's only actually under $1,000 a carat, when actually we saw this in the wholesale world just a few weeks ago going for $3,800 a carat on 2 carat regular old ovals. How about that? For something status, museum, and 2182 is the size. That would be my emerald cut, ladies and gents. It's 9148, total museum. 2182, largest one I have. Look at the colors. It looks like suddenly you see beams of bright, there they are, lime green, olive tones, champagnes, pinks, purples, and reds, and golden. I mean, we can just keep on listing colors. This is 2182 in the carat weight, 21.82. It is also 63 points, only 2 diamonds there. They're princess cuts, they're white diamonds. So about 1/3 of a carat almost. That would be real close to 1/3 of a carat princess cuts. And in yellow gold, 14K stays in the yellow gold. Nothing to really change except maybe the ring size that it's in, because right now it's a pretty big size. Looks like about a 9 or a 10 maybe perhaps, but look at what that's doing. Easy to size though, easy band. There's nothing that you're gonna worry about at all, plus the fact that you don't do it, you don't pay for it, all that we do. But take a look at what that looks like. Just inevitable shine, just bouncing the turquoise, the bright yellows, the goldens, the reds, the purples. It is all there, and it's our 2182 carat weight. Look at that. That's something else. And you want to give it away? I kid it. I'm only partially kidding about 20 grand. I know we've got a better expectation for value here. You wouldn't be here otherwise. We're here to help. We're here to get you the deal. Whatever you need, here's your chance. One caller gets it, one museum stone, and I have nothing else that's going to be anywhere near this. I think my next size down is 12, so it'd be half the size or so. It's a big, big reversal in price tag. $20,000, that's really legitimate. That's only $1,000 a carat. Well, it's not even $1,000 a carat. How about free diamonds and free gold? If you're interested in the museum piece that you are looking at, please dial early. It sounds like we already have a couple of callers. They're ready to go. They're seriously thinking about it, and they want to know more about it. Here's what we have. Great classic 3-stone style, the big emerald cut in the middle, the huge diamonds that are on the sides, and it's going to be even better. And this is where you really want to dial in. $20,000, it is not going to be. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like a jewelry shopping ninja because we're just slicing and dicing. And yes, anybody remember Ron Popeil? Remember that? Like the era of infomercials when they first started, it was all about like, didn't he do that? Like slicer, dicer, chopper things, all of that, the handy dandy kitchen gadgets, all that kind of stuff. Well, I tell you now, we're going to do better than $20,000. I'm doing that with pricing. So it's even, it's a lot safer, number one. And it's also a great way to get you a big old value on jewelry that, guess what, you're going to have and love and probably put to good use even more than your favorite kitchen gadget. Do we have any chefs out there, any cooks out there? Anybody like your kitchen gadgets? Like, that's my mom. She's like, she would rather have, and she loves jewelry, don't get me wrong. She got me started at a young age, dragging me to the jewelry district. And I say dragging because when you're a kid and you're 3 and 4 years old and you want to go to Disneyland and you get in the car and drive a couple hours to go to downtown LA, you think you're going to like Disneyland or the beach or something exciting, maybe like a field trip to a museum. I was going to the jewelry district. That was my start. I was going to the jewelry district, hand in hand with mom. She had to get herself some jewelry. And you know what? She likes a kitchen gadget just as well. She does. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do better than $20,000. Nothing would make her happier or more proud. I've done a lot of things in TV. I've interviewed the biggest athletes in the world. I've interviewed presidents. I was a teenager at the time, but I was doing big things in news and sports for a lot of years. Let me tell you, nothing would make her prouder than if I was doing like one of those late night infomercials selling kitchen gadgets and showing off my lack of culinary skills. Just make sure there's a medic on set for that shoot because I'm going to need them, okay? Because can you imagine? Yeah, it's really, yeah, I could toast a bagel, and that's about it. That's about where my kitchen skills stop. But here we go. $20,000, not going to be. It's not going to be $10,000. Let's go even lower. Top of the hours here. Welcome in, everybody. It's Thursday night. Glad you're with us. Gosh, I'm happy to have your company. It's just so much more fun with you guys here. And it really is an exciting time to pick up something amazing and get something really unique. It doesn't get any more high-end than this without the high-end price tag. It's not 10, it's not 9, it's not 8. $7,000 it could be. Or we can go even lower than that. It is time to dial. Let's make it happen. Oh my goodness. It is not going to be $7,000. Okay. Tell you this, let's go a little bit crazier here. We're not going to do 7. We're not going to do even $6,000. It's the top of the hour at 6 o'clock. I say we go under $6,000 and we get to that big premiere coming up next, and something you have to have. And I don't say that very often. You have to have this piece of jewelry. Like, you have to. It is that special, that rare, and listen, you can turn around and the next day you can sell it off for more money if you want to, because it's that collectible. So we got that coming up at the top of the hour. But here we go, $59.99 on our 2182 of that extreme high-end color-changing diaspora, one source in the world, a $2,800 per carat stone that's in the wholesale world for the 2 carats. Can you even imagine what the wholesalers would get if they were doing like 21 carats 82, like a museum piece? First of all, that would have to be in an auction house. It wouldn't be at a trade show. It'd be at one of those auction houses. You know, pick one, like London, Hong Kong, the big ones with the big, you know, really important premieres, all of that. That's right. That's what's happening. So here we go at $59.99. That's it. It's got to go. 30 seconds. Okay, let's do this. Top of the hour, 25 seconds away. I'm really curious who's with us tonight. We've got a special, special moment. Something that is rarer than what I can bring you on any average day. And it's got to be tonight because it's very, very limited. And I'm going to make a real life, mythical, magical creature come to life via jewelry. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. So glad you're with us tonight. My name is Blair. This is Thursday night. We are a network called TVON. And TVON, who knows what it stands for? It just matters that really we have the values that are the best in fine jewelry. And we're really one of the few left that are still doing fine jewelry. And I'm very proud of that. And yet, making it costume jewelry price, let me tell you, and I had nothing against costume jewelry. I collect it all. I love all jewelry. I do not discriminate on jewelry. I love it. I love it all. I love it all. I'll pay good money for designer costume jewelry. I don't care. I love my fine jewelry because I know it's what's going to be worthwhile at the end of the day. But there is something still out of a myriad of different things we bring you every single 3-hour show and every single night and daytime. It is all about the really, really rare. And there are pieces that even are so rare that we don't even see them on a regular basis, and this is it. This premiere for our top of the hour is limited. It is going to be very limited, so only a couple of you can get it, but it is because we have only a few stones that are actually perfectly matched like this, so please dial early. This is a stone that is collectible and beautiful, and really usually they're only one or the other. The super collectible stones usually are the ones that are a little bit, they can be more like gem specimens where they're not usually good for jewelry. They're not always wearable. They don't always get the great hardness that makes them wearable to wear on a daily basis. There's also a lot of pieces that are not always going to be the most beautiful stones. This really is. You ever thought about a mermaid? Like maybe that's like something that, or something like, you know, that iridescence we would see when you look up at a surreal sky and it's nighttime, but there's that one of those meteor showers that you've read about and you go out and check it out. And it's almost like there's this, even in the dark of a midnight sky, there's this almost like pearly kind of surreal kind of blue and green glow to it. This is really that kind of look, something that's tough to even put your finger on or describe, but in a natural gem. And natural would be the key word. Now, you're probably thinking, but haven't I watched you for a couple decades and all you've ever sold is natural stones? Yes, that would be true. But then there are other stones that are very important because why? They are unheated, untreated. And that is not something we get in the natural world of gemstones very often because most gemstones, the process goes like this. You get a piece of rock. There's gem material, rough crystals inside that rock from wherever you unearthed it from wherever you mined it. And then the process is take those rough crystals and excavate that from the earth and then facet it. And in that process, there's something that I left out that's really crucial that happens almost every time before you even have the rough crystals go to the facet or go to the lapidary. And that is a heat treatment process. It happens with almost every gemstone out there. And it's really critical to usually bringing out the best natural beauty of a stone. Pretty much everything. Here is a stone that you know of as tanzanite. But as we have brought you for the last 7 years, the world's best tanzanite blue wing Balakti material exclusively here on this show, we have seen very few examples that are like this. And when we have, they are expensive. Expensive by any metric, by any standard. But that is because they are so rare. You realize that tanzanite mine is a one and one only. And there's only so much of it left. The mining has, and again, it's hard to predict the future on mining. It's a very volatile business, but all the experts are saying there's not a whole lot of time we have left with tanzanite. So if it's gone in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, okay, so be it. But, there's a big but, it's really about getting material now today that's kind of slipped through the cracks and has made it through that inevitable process called heating. Because the first thing that happens with zoisite, mined from Tanzania at the base of the Marilani Hills, is it gets heated to bring out the best color. Because what happens? The best color gets usually the most money. But one of these really cool things happens if you get material that's really good and it can still have purples and blues to start. And yet, if it's all natural and unheated, a lot of stones will exhibit some blue-green. So there's almost, and this is where that whole surreal kind of mermaid iridescence effect happens, is because there can be a little bit of a shimmering, almost like a color change without having to leave your light source. You see it all the time. Let's take a look at this brand new item. This is one that is precious, and I'm going to make it affordable as well. And that's really what a top of the hour is all about, is giving you affordability like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's our blue-green, unheated, super rare. It is impossible to find. I have tried. We've been trying to source this through different vendors who have been mining tanzanite. I've got current people that are dear friends that mine tanzanite currently. They're distributors for it all over the world. There is nobody who's gotten his material. And here's why. For the last decade plus, everything that's come out of the ground, the first step immediately, with every bit of the rough, is heating. So you don't get any of the unheated, which then heating negates any of this beautiful blue-green. Now they can be yellowy, they can be brown, they can be different colors. Natural zoisite is not always blue, and it's not always green. So there's a lot of colors that are less sought after. Well, this stone is 9403 is the item number. It's a 14-karat gold band to start. And then it has this 101 minimum. My smallest one is right there. And they all have this gorgeous blue-green effect. And I know it's under one light here. When you see it move and you see it in different types of lighting, you're going to notice that it actually changes a bit. It goes from lovely blues to purples. It's still not light lavender. It's got a nice pop of blue to it, like our blue wings, but then it's got that green right through really the middle is where you see it the most here. 101 is the minimum size. It's going to be diamonds. We went with a 3-stone style, which I know is beloved. We've got a couple of bigger diamonds there. There's 20 points in your diamond weight. So it's natural, what we call technically blue zoisite, but natural unheated material, and it literally has not happened in over 10 years. There has not been a way to get the natural material. So if you find one, it's probably going to be an antique piece, meaning from years past, or a vintage piece or an estate piece, because it would have been mined from decades ago. Remember, it was 1960s, late 1960s when this was first discovered. Blue zoisite, of course, they learned very quickly by heating it, as you do most stones. It gives it a more deep saturated color. And this one, it's just, again, great collectible piece here for you to own. Now, it's also 101 with 20 points in diamonds. Feel free to come on in a little bit early here, because it's not going to last. We don't have that many to go around. It's why it's here on Thursday night instead of, let's say, a weekend show. But let's make it really affordable right now. You can have any gold you want, white, yellow, or rose. Those are the 3 main gold colors we offer. So you can take any one of those gold colors you like. It is a nice, super sturdy, substantial band as well. You can see that it's nice and thick all the way around. And that's important right now. It's something that, we never needed to discuss gold in the past. Now we do. And look at that, all that great thickness. You can see the way that it's set up here. You can really see the greens also from the back of the stone, and you will see it even from a lower light here. Look at how much of that turquoisey blue-green are going to come through. There you have it. So really classic, simple style. If you want to add, we always have a lot of you out there that own the Wonder Rings. Maybe you want to add a Wonder Ring or 2 to it. You can do that. It'd be lovely with the single row or the double row, different styles, but it's actually under, and this is what's so crazy because it cannot be, a $2,999 price tag and then be called a must-have, because not everyone's looking to spend $3,000 on a piece of jewelry tonight. I know that. So we're making it a big value. And this is why it's the top of the hour. And this is why we're highlighting it at this very moment, is for you to be able to take full advantage of this big bargain, get the big value, send it right on out to you, because of course this is really, really something. And to get these natural blue greens, it's like looking at a color change stone where you don't have to worry about your light. You're not waiting to see. Color change stones are really tough to actually see. You don't usually see the color change all that often because most of the time we're in fluorescent lighting. It's very tough to put yourself and immerse yourself in nothing but UV lighting. This is really, to me, it's like the benefit of a color change stone without having to go that route exactly, and I really enjoy that. So come on over and take a look. It's $29.99 should be. We're going to make it a lot more affordable right now. Let's go ahead and send it out. Not even $19.99. And again, this is as beautiful and as collectible as really a stone gets. You've got everything happening here all at once. The beauty, the rarity, the collectability, the white, yellow, the rose gold option, the sizing for free, the shipping for free, everything we do. So that is a big moment, and it will not be even $999. I'm committed to making sure that anybody who does not have unheated natural blue zoisite in their collection, otherwise known as the mermaid stone, otherwise known as the bicolor tanzanite, otherwise known as blue greens. There's a lot of folks out there that call it different things, but usually it's only mentioned in the gem textbooks, in the collector circles, and on those online chats and forums where everyone's discussing rare gems, hoping and wishing to find something special. It's right here on your television screen, and it can soon pop from that screen right to your doorstep on your hand. And it does not have to be $9.99 to do it, or $899 or $888. This is collectible. And all I can say is if you're at all interested in collecting this stone, do it now. Our days of tanzanite are wrapping up. That's our blue wing block Ds. It's no easier. It would probably be easier to find a way to get a blue wing block D than to find this material going forward. And by the way, getting any more blue wing block D is impossible. So instead of even $888 or $850, and we are very busy on these phone lines, as we will continue to be until, of course, they sell out, because that is an inevitability. That is what's going to happen here in the next few moments. And there are very few ways to get a $3,000 ring for $888, and that's what's happening right now because I deemed it the top of the hour. And I want to make sure that as I've had so many of these stones over the years here that are usually what? We've got one already gone. I am right in the middle of talking to everybody, Joanne, but thank you very much. She wanted to let me know she's got the first one. It is going to be kind of that intensity here of, it's a little competition because I don't have an unlimited number as I wish I did. Oh, if I could only have an unlimited number. I don't. So this is your chance to pick it up, and it's not $888. Now, isn't that a beautiful thing that we already have 3 spoken for, and yet the price is not at its rock bottom yet. You get a better value than what you're seeing up there on the screen. It's not $888. I'm going even lower. They're almost sold out. You guys know, oh, wait. Isn't that the $2,000 gold band? Uh-huh. We are a factory. 30 feet from where I stand is where this jewelry is made. A gold band now, today, this is October 9, 2025. Welcome into a live show. And look alive for the live show because we are almost sold out of this, and we're still not to the lowest because that's my top of the hour for you. That band of gold, not platinum, not sterling, because those are cheap metals right now. Cheap. I know, platinum, cheap. Compared to gold, everything is. Everything. So here's what we have, is a band that is now $2,000 for the band by itself. If that was that size band by itself as like your classic 14 karat gold band, it's more than this. It's $2,000. You're getting an unheated, untreated, super rare, collectible tanzanite, all natural bicolor, and you're getting really big 10-point massive diamonds on the sides. And it's not even $888. This is why you want to get one, and you have a full money back return. So if that is something you get at home and you're going, I don't know what to expect, never seen this anywhere else, wasn't sure, tried it out, send it on back if it's not for you. But this is where collectability meets great value. Because usually, I don't know about you, but when I find things that are really super rare and crazy unique, they're more money, not less. So this is really that intersection of seeing something specialty and rare, but not a lot of money, and we're going even lower than $888 or $850 or $849. Let's blow it out for $799. Yes. Where's she calling from? Hawaii. Oh, sorry, it just took me somewhere for just a minute. Like that sounds awfully nice. Christine, right? Christine from Hawaii, thank you. Let's try it on for Christine. Look at that. There it is again on the hand. $799. My goodness, what a value. What a welcome in. Happy Thursday, everybody. You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's the biggest day of my year. It's the most important national holiday in my mind the whole year long. The whole year. I'll give a special treat to anyone who knows what it is. Without looking it up, just from literally watching. My mom wouldn't even know the answer to this. Nobody would. I'll tell you, but I celebrate it every year. 10/10. National holiday. Isn't also this weekend is a national, isn't it a 3-day weekend coming up? Do we have a special holiday on Monday, or am I making that up? I don't know. So your holidays don't really register with me much. It's kind of yeah, that's the thing about this. We don't pay attention to that. But yeah, Monday's a holiday. So anyway, $7.99. I hope you get a 3-day weekend this weekend. I hope if you are of the workforce, I hope you get some extra time off this weekend. And we've got Pad Parasha coming up, heart-shaped jewelry all throughout the show. Please make requests if you have them. Is that lovely for Christine? It's again, simple, elegant, 3-stone style. Thank you so much. $7.99. We don't see a lot of 3-stone styles all that often, but starting to see a few more because you've loved them. When we bring them, you tend to really, again, enjoy them and say, bring more of that. And we listen to every single word you say. And when we find something that you love, we tend, and keep in mind, we can't make everybody happy every single moment of every single day of every single item because y'all have different tastes. And isn't that a beautiful thing? You know, what is a favorite of somebody else is going to be, not enjoyed by someone else. So that is what makes us individuals. But we really do, when we see something that you're really gravitating towards, we try to make an effort to bring more of that. And this has been a style that you have been really digging of late. So these 3-stone styles, an important way. And again, it's a serious diamond weight because, a lot of people look at that and go, I wish it had a carat in diamonds or 50 points or 75. Well, remember, this is far more important than if you had a carat of little stones. It's true, because it's tougher to get a 10-pointer than it is a 1-pointer. 1-pointers are, rather basic. We can kind of dig in. I kind of think of like you got almost like a bucket full and you just kind of dig in. I mean, when you work with a lot of diamonds as accents, 1-pointers are really a bit accessible. They're still pricey and important and expensive, but they're obviously easier to get than, let's say, a VS 10-pointer where you're really asking for the moon and the stars. So take a look at that. We've got our $7.99, a beautiful, almost ethereal, different blend of colors here in the blues and greens. And then we're going to get to, we got a big old Paraiba deal. A major one. I'm going to take one of our most important. It's our half-carat stone, 56 points, but it's also upgraded to 18-karat gold. This has been here for, $99.99 for a while. We're going to see that later. It's that blue-green classic signature color Paraiba. We'll see that in a little bit, and I got something special, a surprise coming your way. We also have Mahenge Spinel earrings and wheels. Our first wheel is right now. Diamonds, designer styles, on a trio, 3 different pieces, Paraiba later. We're going to start with a band. I literally just melted something like this about 3 days ago. I did not hear it wasn't ours. It was something I was working with an outside dealer, but it looked exactly like this, and it was such a wide band, and yet this one's done with high-end VS diamonds, and that's the beauty of it, and that's why we're just going to try to give it away here in platinum with princess cuts and rounds, 97 points, and I just mentioned that because when I melted it, it was in gold. It was one of those designer estates, and it was one of those really fashion maven type gals, and her estate was sold off in bits and pieces to different sites and auction houses and things like that. And this particular ring was not of a very high quality of diamond, and so we used it for the gold. And it was about this size, and literally took out the diamonds and then melted down. And the point is, there was over $4,300 worth of gold. And so I'm just looking at this going, well, here's the same kind of style, but it's in platinum, and it's going to be 97 points. This one's covered in high-end diamonds. Now, that's not it. I've got a designer style that's going to be on either side surrounding it as well, and there's also going to be something for my yellow, white, and rose lovers. We've got a triple. Look at this tricolor. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried it was going to lean. So now we just got to zoom way back, show you all 3 rings. Beauties here, aren't they? So something for everybody, because classic band style, well, that would be represented right here in the platinum in the middle with the 97 points of princess cuts and round brilliance. And then we go here. That is more of this bypass leaf design. Notice that big pear shape that it has. 18 karat gold there. And how about more? Tricolor 18K. We should probably stop with the 18 karat gold. I'm not stopping with the 18 karat gold. We got 18 karat and platinum up here on this wheel. We're happy to help you out here. You let me know which one you like. They stay as is. So again, white gold, platinum, and tricolor gold. 18 karat gold on either side, left and right. And then the platinum in the middle. We're gonna need to know your size. From there on out, we got it. We got it. Size it, ship it, easy peasy, right out to you, goes out tomorrow. All one of a kinds, new discounted price, all high-end designer jewelry pieces here, no question about it. Question is to you, which one do you like? Because there's going to be a little fight on this one. Do you remember? They've all been on the air before with individual presentations. They've all had $59.99 prices and more. And now we get to go absolutely nuts. Crazy, nuts, wrong. This is what we're doing. You have to tell me which one you like. Now, the left side. That looks like big pear shapes, but it's not. It's actually multiple tapered baguettes together with the round brilliance, giving that pear shape look. There's an actual bigger pear shape on the right side. Then, of course, the center is going to bring you those gorgeous princess cuts. They're invisibly set right there in the middle. Round brilliance the rest of the way. Call me and let me know which one you like. They're going to so fly. I mean, this is, again, as much of a giveaway as we can give. And thank you for ignoring what you are hearing about gold, because we are fighting against it. We are here to provide you when no one else can afford gold. I get that. That's why all your favorite jewelers out there aren't even offering gold anymore. We're going to see more and more of that. If you want to shop big, beautiful, fine jewelry pieces for the holidays, forget about it. Or take those mortgages, take your equity out of your house now if you're buying fine jewelry elsewhere. But we are in your corner. We're giving away, we're going absolutely backwards. While everybody's doing this, where the prices are going up, up, up and away, and we're just going the opposite direction. So you can have the value you need and still enjoy quality. Because I wasn't able to sit there and let's just switch out those VS for I3 stones. We don't do that. We only offer, we have one speed, one level. That's it. And I know that, you know, even the fine jewelers of the television world are selling sterling now. It's sterling and, you know, things like that. So I get it. It's kind of a necessity. But we are here to say, no, still get your quality. Let's blow out some jewelry. Let's take every one of these rings under melt. The price tag is the price tag. If you want to wear it to collect it and enjoy it, great. If you want to just go ahead and melt it or resell it, that's fine too. But the value can't be better. They're better than $59, $49, $39, $29. And there's some very high style up here too. This is like those couture elements coming together for you. And they're not even $1,999. We could say goodbye to all three right now. Or we can just get them lower. Get them lower, get them all out the door. That's exactly what's about to happen. If you're waiting, you probably are going to miss out. That is all you have to remember. So this is, Kathy, that was not the national holiday I'm talking about, but it's good to know that if you're in Buffalo, New York, she says there's a Polish Harvest Festival. Yeah, that's good to know. I was thinking about what they call it, Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, AKA Columbus Day. That's what's the national. Now, tomorrow is my national holiday. Yes, it's my favorite holiday day, tomorrow, but Columbus Day Monday. But we're not here, so we'll celebrate all weekend long in advance. And we will make sure, yeah. Which one do you like? You like, okay, the big band in the middle, already verifying. Let's get you a better price. We need to get you and everybody else taken care of. Here's the wide band in the middle. That is 97 points in princess cuts and rounds. Take a look at that. That's what it looks like. That is a gorgeous ring. Tell me that's not the hand grabber. That's the one everybody, perfect strangers at the grocery store checkout line are going to be going, oh my gosh, let me see that ring. Let me see that ring. Look at that, side to side, nothing but diamonds. Love the print. And it looks like one huge princess cut in the middle. We're going less than 19. Going to sell them all out. Let's sell them all out. Not even 19, 18. $17.99. I mean, this is getting nuts. But 18 karat gold on the left and the right, the platinum's in the middle. Diamond weights in total, we're going to have 85 points in your leaf style over here, including that bigger pair. And then over here, the baguettes and the rounds, that's going to be 17 and 54. So that's going to get you, we're going to be nice, about 3/4 of a carat there on the left. But of course, that tricolor, that tritone 18K. I'm going to do better than 17. Better than even, you know what, 1777 is great. Let's go all time low. One of a kind, they stay as is. We just need to know your ring size. And out they go. $1,699 only. And I think our middle band there is gone, right, Jason? You've got that bigger band in the middle. The platinum with the 97 points in diamonds. Really, really stunning price. And $16.99 for 60 seconds is all we got. And then we'll get on with it. We are halfway through our show. So we're going to see tanzanite, diaspora earrings. Yeah. Oh, you're going to take, the left side. And that would be this one. My left is your right, and your right is my left. So here we go. There's the tricolor. So this is tritone. So rose gold, yellow gold, white gold. Looks like bigger pear shapes here, but those are actually the baguettes and the rounds together. 40 seconds remaining on this wheel, $16.99 a piece. And that would be our 17 points in the baguettes. They're up here. And then the round brilliance total 54 points. And again, that's all done in 18 karat gold. So a beauty there at $16.99. Last call. Let's go, party people. We have got a big Thursday night, and we have got 94 minutes left to go. So what would you like to see in this 94 minutes? You let me know. We will help you out. There we go with the $16.99. Are we leaving them to melt? Did they have a choice there, a decision? We should just try them all on. Sure. Makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? We've got the leaf style here. 18 karat gold and 85 points in diamonds. One bigger pear shape, bezel set at what will be the bottom of your screen is the way you're seeing it now. So it's on the hand. And it's a big, beautiful bypass leafy design. You can see that almost like banana leaf design there. And then this, the bigger pear shape. I don't have the breakdown, but I gotta believe that has gotta be about 30 or 40 points or so. Just in the pear shape. Individually, kind of that teardrop as it meets up with this bypass design. $16.99, let's not leave them there. We're gonna have a field day melting them down if you don't wanna take them, but if you do, there's the value you need to take advantage of. And again, it's 18 karat gold left and right, platinum in the middle, all with really good diamond weights, and I'm not about to leave those for our melt. We're just ready to get them home. There's so much workmanship. Each and every one of them is really, that's what it speaks volumes. You see this overall look that's so cool, but it's really about the individual way that they're created, the workmanship that goes into every single individual detail, the different setting styles, the different, every one of them has different shaped stones. I mean, look at that. There's not, any one ring that's got all round brilliance. It's going to be all those specialty details that we really like to see. But $16.99, that's what gets them to you. Congratulations, my friends, if you picked them up. If you do want to, go ahead and do that. I'm going to move along because we do have some other pieces to show you, and we may have people looking for maybe a London blue topaz. Maybe you want that Swiss blue pendant. Maybe we got to see pink diamond earrings. Look at those pink diamond earrings. They're hot pinks. They're almost purple. They're not quite as purple as what we had the other day, but they're definitely like a bubblegum pink color in earring drops. We've got our big Paraiba that's coming up as well. A really good size stone. Big trillion cut diaspores. I do want to remind you that the 21 karat diaspore is still here. Yes, it is. The diaspore that is 2182 for $59.99. That will not last the evening. That is for sure. Our big Paraiba, our 261 trillion Paraiba, is also still here, the wide band. We have seen so much 18 karat gold today already in the show. I have shown you our best price on blue wing block Ds per carat. It was $412 a carat for a 9.5 karat stone. We have our platinum and gold. Honestly, guys, we're not leaving them. I'm only here for 90 more minutes. That's when we will go off the air. But I will tell you this right now. We can't go anywhere till these go. They have to get a home. They absolutely have to get a home today. I don't have a better value than what's up here. This is how we just give away massive amounts of really high-end metal for you. And then, of course, the really good diamonds. And most of you are craving diamonds these days. We're looking for more in white diamonds. So that's how you get it right there. And only $1,699, nothing to pay for a band with designer style. I said the band's in the middle, and that looks great. But the designer styles you're seeing there are so unique, and usually those are the ones that go for more money because they're not just cookie cutter stamped out pieces. They're not mass-produced assembly line jewelry. They're completely different. $16.99. Okay. There is a big aqua. Got the huge aqua marine. Look at that emerald cut. Flashy right there. There's the big emerald cut aqua. That's going to be a new markdown. A 13 karat plus. What about the Padparasha? The Padparasha, it's a huge size as well. That Padparasha is something special. That Padparasha would be our 210. 210. How about a color change speen? Round. This is the round. Just popping in some museum pieces you can ask me about. There's the big round. That is the 473 on the big sphere there. And then we have our trillion cuts. Oh, how lovely is this? Trillion cut diaspore. Let's get you a look at those. We're going to show you some fabulous earrings here. They're very important. They're really big stones. They got the great omega backs. Yes, you got it. The band is gone. Congratulations. We got 2 more to go. $16.99. 18 karat, solid, nothing but the 18 karat gold left there on that wheel. 2 high-end designer styles, both are big, but they do sit low profile, easy to wear on the hand. $16.99 only for your favorite, whichever it is. All right, we're gonna move along. I know, we gotta move. We got other jewelry to show you. I've got the new diaspora earrings that are tremendous. So we'll show those next, and welcome into Thursday night. So glad you're with us tonight. We got a major show for you. Look at these diaspora trillions we have, so pretty. I know we have the 2182 if you need to see that again. Let me know, because that one should go, but here we are with the trillion cuts. These are just, we have not had many diaspora earrings, and I'll tell you why. Not for lack of trying, not for lack of interest. You have to match up 2 stones. That's the trick to it. You have to have 2 perfectly matched, color-changing diasporas. And we went with a rare cut of all things. So you get the rare exotic trillion. They're brand new right now, 112-9395. They have omega backs, which really is required when you have a larger earring that's going to, even if it sits closer to the ear like this will, it's not a drop, it's a stud, but it's going to be that larger profile. You have a 356 total weight here in your trillions and another 121. We're putting big diamonds around those trillions. They deserve it, don't they? It'd be wrong to just put them in a basic basket. They need diamonds. They need a frame. It's like a really good photograph. And I know that we're all, you know, we look at photos on our phone. But again, there's still a lot of us who like to, I've been doing a lot of that lately, just, you know, taking photos and getting them off my phone that, you know, one day, you know, you just could have all that data disappear. And so taking those photos and making sure they're saved and preserved and getting all that digitally and then, you know, transferring it over and printing out some favorites just to, you know, have, because, you know, looking through your phone, who has time to do that when you want to look at memories and look back at great moments and milestones? So we frame pictures. Well, we know that you're probably not going to just put a little push pin through your favorite photograph on your wall. You want to frame it properly and put it in a beautiful frame, under plate glass, maybe a nice little matting, whatever it is. That's how we want to look at our precious, beloved memories of our favorite people. And this is how you're taking that gorgeous diaspora, you're doing the same. You're framing it in diamonds. And no better way to go about it, yellow gold or white or rose, you decide. Great idea there. You get to decide. Don't choose what our favorite is. You get your favorite. And let me try them on, because you probably need to know what they look like on. That's just something I can only imagine. Show you the distance measurement here. Big diasporas. You know what the fun is about a diaspora earring? You wear them all the time. They never look the same way twice. Every time you move from one environment to another, they look a little different. Every time you're in one light source to another, they look a little different. They have the pop and the power of a trillion cut over a ½ an inch. I would say they're right at 5/8, I would say, on that top to bottom. And then this is the beauty of an omega. Just a real click. Not even a click closure, it's just a little hinge. You just open them up like so. I'll show you right there. It's really simple and easy. If you've got 2 fingers, you can do it, and boom, you just press it, and then there it goes. So really very simple post at the top, because it has to be that way. At the very top, so it'll be, of course, that one point of your trillion will sit centered up in the top, and then you just simply flip that omega backing in place. They're super comfortable too. And that's what supports it properly. You have to have support for a larger earring. So you really have to do the omega back style for anything like this, because otherwise a simple post is not going to work as well. So when you have a simple post, it's gonna actually kind of allow that to fall a little bit, and we don't want that. We wanna see those gorgeous stones from a distance away. We wanna see them facing out to the world and facing upright to everybody. That's what you get there. So a huge value coming your way. Let's take advantage of this. And you know what? We're gonna do our first auction of the night, because we have a $79.99 price tag that I wanna try and get away from. So we'll go back to the wheel here, and we'll show you what they look like together up close, and we're gonna skip $79.99. And I mean skip it in a big way. Because, well, when you talk about diaspora earrings, it's a tough go. So if you can't make them affordable on a night like tonight, when we got to really do some work here to really, truly, I mean, I'm talking about I'm working like putting my neck on the line to try and get you a value I never should do. Do you like under cost? Because as we are 95 minutes in and 85 minutes until conclusion of this show, I got to do some deeds. I got to really, 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 really drop these prices far under cost if we're going to move jewelry, so we're doing that now. And that's why I'm using the auction. My job is to convince you that $79.99 is a deal. I can only speak for being in the business a long, long time. It is a deal. But $8,000 is a lot to ask on a Thursday night from a couple of you. And we can't split them because you probably want to wear more than one earring, because look how odd it looks when you have one earring and one without. It looks odd. It looks a little, not right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure you get both. This is going to be, again, that opportunity you need to deliver, because we got the carat 21 in diamonds. That alone, between the gold and the diamond weight, you have what should be $5,000 or $6,000. I know that's why they're $79.99. It makes sense. You can probably see how we got there. If you know a little bit about gems or something about diamonds or something about this crazy gold market we live in, you know why they should be $8,000, but I'm going to prove to you that I can make them more affordable. And we're going to get better than even half. That's $4,000. But let's go lower. Let's do it to it. 4,000? Let's get these phone lines rocking. What's up, Jason? How can I help you? You're just thinking about these? Who is it? Did Lisa see the 2182 earlier? Just curious. Did she see the diaspora in the emerald cut? Or does she already have one? Lisa, thank you for dialing in early. Let's go crazy here. Not 4, not 35, not 3,000. I'm going to go lower. Lisa, she might be in for a major treat, because if she doesn't have any competition, can you imagine? And I got to start real low if we're going to get an open. So then you might not have a lot of competition. Well, I can tell you this. We don't have a lot of competition for you tonight. I can tell you. You get a real good feel for the show about 30 seconds in. And hey, 30 seconds in today, we didn't have a microphone that worked. So, it took us a couple minutes to even get the thing going. So we were looking around, like looking through old cabinets, looking through drawers, looking for another mic. Do we have another microphone? Is there another one here? And we had to blow the cobwebs off. And then, thank goodness we're here. We're working now. So you can hear what I'm saying. Because this is that kind of value that you would never hear. Why? You simply can't do this price tag. $3,000, $2,500. I need some bidders. And you better believe that I'm going to go low enough to where we are going to get that bidding, that participation. We're going to get it going. I can convince you, if I price things too cheap, you know it. You're not going to sit back on your hands and say, I can't do that if it's way too cheap. That's a fact. And we're not going to do even $2,500. We need callers. And we're going to deliver you the value. $10 on the increment, please. Big value already, but it hasn't convinced anybody yet to actually go out there and say, I got the open. So how about better than 25 when we're here to just make you a deal on something we have not seen? Historically, when have we had a color change diaspora earring? When do we ever see an earring that has a carat 21 in diamonds? Do we need to go even better? What do you think of this? Not 25, not 24, not 23. I can't get you one of those stones. They're over $2,800 per carat in wholesale. You've got nearly 2 carat trillions, decadent diamonds around them, big omega back, comfy style, and it's not going to be $2,300. Okay, come on in. Come on now. I know. We got to make some magic happen. I know it. Thursday night, here we go. Busy time of year. It's October. Let's do something crazy. 23, 22, 21. Let's go $2,000 to get those earrings started. Two bills. 2,000. Let's go. $2,000. Is that our open? You got it. And what I tell you about little competition, no competition, she got no competition right now. But to let everyone else know where we stand here, there is an open. $2,000 has been accepted, given, and now they will go to somebody. You have about 2 minutes to get in on the phone lines if you'd like to have them go to your house instead of Lisa's. And where's she calling from, by the way, Jason? Do you know yet what state she's in? We'll find out. $2,000. Doesn't matter because we're going to pay for the shipping. No sizing needed, obviously. We're out to you. Now, I do have the gold color option for you. So if you're not a big fan of yellow, although I will say you don't see a lot of the gold, it's really about the stones and the diamonds. So you're not really, it's not a lot of gold presence, I would say. You're really looking at the gorgeous stones, which go from this green golden to the pinky purple. We are, yeah. Oh, wonderful. All right. So they don't even have to travel that far. I could have them to her in probably 6 hours tonight after the show. Will she be up at 2 a.m.? I could head right out. Because the way this auction's going, I'm going to need to be a fugitive on the run. Like that's how low this is. Not 2,000, we're not into it? All right, let's go even lower. Oh, we got the open, you got it. I mean, what can I do here? Lisa's going, please, oh please, nobody bid, nobody's bidding. We'll give it 2 final minutes and we'll be done. 2 minutes. This is the final curtain call here. 2 minutes, $2,000, 10 bucks on the increment. Let's take a look. Last call, last chance. Here we go. Right now. Now that is a beautiful earring. And the Omega backs as well. 2,000. White, yellow, rose, gold. Last call on this one. 2 minutes to go. That's all you got to do is just dial in. Before that clock is up, before it goes 0, you got to be in on the phone lines. And we will help you. But I'm now minute 35 left to go. And I think we've got, Lisa, looking very good. 90 seconds left, no competition. That's can't remember when the last time we had a no competition auction. One and done, open and that's it. We're going to find out if we have anybody else thinking about it. It is just too low at 2,000, but that's why she's loving them. We do love a great value around here. We've got that big aqua emerald cut coming up. Any requests you have for us, the pink diamond drop earrings, they'll be here as well. The big heart shapes. Remember, we had a spessartite, a purple Paraiba, and a heart-shaped diamond necklace. Full, beautiful, complete necklace for you. So there's just a lot to get to. And we only have about an hour to do it. So not a lot of time. So make sure, and again, Paraiba is here. The Paraiba. So we've got that too on the way. So I think that's what everyone's probably waiting for. If I had to guess, we got a lot of people probably hanging on for that Paraiba deal giveaway. So here we go. Last 40 seconds remaining on the earrings. They are a statement style. And the fun of having color change. Does she already, would you be kind enough to ask her, Jason, does she already have a ring that she's matching this to? Like, is it all going to come together as a match set, or is she maybe looking for a ring, or is she just all about the earrings? Does she have a ring already? Because we did have that 21 karat. We've got a few other rings. If anyone needs a great diaspora ring, we could probably have a couple of different options for you to consider and to take advantage of if you'd like to. You got some options there, but that is 10 seconds remaining, 2,000 going once, twice, 3 times. Looks like that's going to be a done deal. Well done. It is once, twice. It's official. They are sold. Congratulations. Here comes our fancy London blue. London blue is that deep blue, but we don't want it ever to be too dark, and this one is not. Not too deep, not too dark. That's going to be 1129430. And so we're looking at a pretty important style here. This one would be the 452 and also a fancy cut. Do you love the fingerprint? I mean, is that the ugliest thing you've ever seen? It's amazing how a fingerprint, never would you see it in real life, and on TV up close, it's like, oh my goodness, that is atrocious. Here, let me help you out with this one. And here we go. That's something else, isn't it? Do we love it? The diamond weight, 20 points. The cutouts, what's happening on the sides there? What's happening? There's something special going on. Oh, look, they're hearts? Come on now. They're like teardrops, heart shapes. That is really cool. I have not seen this mounting just when you think you've seen it all. We have not seen this style. Bringing you something different. Stays in the white gold, size and ship, no problem, 452. It's a blowout. Love a London blue. It's also a December birthstone, by the way. All the blue topaz is considered a December birthstone, so something to keep in mind. If you got a birthday to celebrate coming up at the end of the year, that would be something you want to think about there as your birthstone represented in this amazing piece. What do you think? Lisa got to be thrilled there, Jason. What do you think? How'd she cut off all the TVs all across the U.S. to be the only bidder on that diaspora earring? That's amazing. Well done. Did she have a ring, by the way, already? She does. That's wonderful. Well, enjoy your new collection, your whole set, Lisa, and we'll have them right out to Arizona for you. And here's our London blue, and that's going to be in the white gold, a $59.99 piece. Well, that's gold for you until I just say, let's do it to it. This is kind of like an oval meets a marquise, because we think of marquise as these skinny, little, narrow kind of stones, when in actuality, this is really more ovally, but do you see how it's not a traditional oval? And at each point on the outer edges there, there's an extra. You see the faceting done, and you see the extra prong edge. So it's like the prongs are highlighting each of those specialty facets you have, and it's only going to be $1,299. And then who wants that big pod parasha, the spine, the heart-shaped spessartite, the heart-shaped Paraiba? It's whatever you need. We got it all. But again, you got to make requests to tell me what you would like to see. What is your dream piece tonight? What do you want to take advantage of on this historic night? That is really the big question here upon us. And I know we probably have a lot of new people just joining in. I'm glad you're with us. So make sure you stay here. We've got another big power hour coming your way. And that's going to be a lot of fun to experience. So get ready for some Paraiba values. This is our London blue. We'll take a look at the Swiss blue variety. Same price on the Swiss blue. If you want an even, well, it's about the same size. We got a 420 Swiss blue. Let's just give you an equal value. This is a marquise cup, but do you see the difference? You know, it's a nice little education. And okay, so what do you mean there's different colors of blue topaz? Well, there's the London, here's the Swiss, and then the sky blues are considered the light, very pale. Here's our 420, it's 9428. It's our 420 pendant. This is quite a pendant here. Lots of gold to the borders. That's mirror finish, kind of like this pillowy, billowy effect of gold, and diamond pave. And it's 35 points in diamonds on one side. That is the top. So that's your bail. Where I'm holding it, diamonds are going to be at the top. The gold's going to go around it on the outside. That's 420 and 35 points in diamonds on 9428. I know, just kind of springing some action into you here so you can get advantage of all these great values. It's in solid yellow gold. It will stay that way, but you do have white rhodium where the diamonds are set. So what that does is that gives you that, it shows it off. It shows off, those are high quality diamonds. And so you see right there how it looks so fabulous, white and bright. Here we go with the greatest, look at this. Greatest value. Look at that. I got a great size for you here. We're going to put the ruler up next to it so you can really see what's happening with this 1-inch style. Let's try it on the neckline for you as well, just to give you another example of how's it going to look from distance away when you see that rippling effect that's going through that marquise. Back to the close-up we'll go, and we're going to go ahead and take this one down to $12.99, same price as the ring. So London blue or Swiss blue, whatever you like, $12.99. That will be it on this solid gold piece. Look at that. All these different cutouts on the side just to elevate it, just kind of anchor it, keep it nice and centered on the neckline so it doesn't do that flip-flop. You don't want it to turn or twist. You just want it to stay right where it should on the neckline. We do have a fabulous Paraiba. It's our top of the hour in 11 minutes. You got 11 minutes to hold on and hang on with me. We got the Paraiba deal coming up. We've got spinel earrings, color change spine, and a saddle ring. We've got the big aqua. Let's go to it. The big aqua's in platinum at $71.36. Hello. We had a whole week long where it was nothing but aquas. It was aqua, aqua, aqua central. Everybody wanted aquas. I hope it wasn't just a phase. I wonder if there's one more caller out there that would like an incredible emerald cut aqua. Here it is. $71.36 is your number. Outstanding 13.5 karat Sierra Santa Maria. They've called it a cushion cut. My brain tells me that's actually an emerald cut. And you know it because you see those step facets. So it's a really, really pretty stone here. And this is what it does. The second you look directly into that stone, every time your eye meets up with that surface, that's what you have. Like bright flashes of electric blues coming through on this huge 13.5 karat lined with diamonds on the sides. They're all bigger diamonds. You have what, 6 or 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, 7 lucky stones lining up on the sides. 14 diamonds making up that 58 points. Stays in platinum, and we are going to wow you, completely wow you at this price tag. We're going to see if we have somebody out there with us who's ready. We got 10 minutes till the Paraiba of the lifetime. I mean, it's our stone that is probably the stone we specialize in more than anything. When I say specialize, it doesn't mean we have it a lot. It just means we bring you the great values. but we have a few steps to get there. We've been showing you the blues. We're going to get into that blue-green coming up in about 9.5 minutes. Very excited about that because it is a $15,000 ring. The last time we saw it was during the summer sale when it was $99.99. We're going to get you a big value on Paraiba. If you know anybody who needs a Paraiba in their collection and they're a little frustrated by the $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 price tags, stay with us. 9 minutes. But this aqua will be long gone before then. How do we do that? We give you a deal. Take a look at this one. This is the big aqua, and we're going to go all out here. Take a look at this on the hand. Platinum. There you go. What a stone. Oh my. It's even got like star filter effects with no star filter. There's no star filter, and you're seeing those great big pops of shine and brilliance. Look at that. Look what it's doing. There's no star filter. Look at that. That is incredible. One collar. It's been $79.99. It's been $69.99. I'm over it. I'm ready to move it. 13.5. We kind of saved the best for last here. We had tons of aquamarines go out last week. It was every single, from the 2 carats to the 8 carats. It was really in that range, 2 to 8. So we're definitely going above and beyond here. And we're going to make it better than 69. 59, 49, 39, 29.99. You know how we did sell it or melt it? This is like your sell it or melt it. You can sell it or melt it, or keep it and wear it. How about that? Share it and wear it, or sell it and melt it. It is up to you, but the values are unlike anything I've ever seen. I've been doing this a while. I think we've all spent a lot of time looking at great values, looking at amazing deals, seeing what there is out there. Has there ever been anything in your recollection? This is a real true test here, and I'm going under $3,000, like I said, at $29.99. Is there a 13.5 carat? It wasn't that long ago. It was last month. I was doing a big auction house. I was the auctioneer. I was honored to be chosen. There was a field of about 150 different people who were actually professional auctioneers. I am not. I'm just a professional jewelry person. I like jewelry. So they chose me to do this really important auction. It was very, very exciting, and had a Sierra Santa Maria. Not allowed to tell you publicly what it went for, but I can tell you this. Specifics I can't give, but I can give a nice rounded number and tell you that that stone sold for 6 figures per carat. How big was it? Probably bigger than that, right? Nope. It was a 10 carat stone, 1017. There's probably a record of it online. It won't say that the cost will be redacted, but the point is $100,000 plus per carat on a 10 carat stone. You're probably calculating the math right now going, 6 figures? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. 6 figures per carat times 10. That puts it in the 7-figure range. So we're talking about we're talking about over $1 million, and this is not $29.99. I'd rather have this savings. I'd rather buy the house and have the jewelry at the same time. Because after all, you got to have a place to hold the jewelry. So, and some of us, if we're real jewelry collectors, we pretty much know that we have filled the house with great jewelry. So this is how, one more piece, there's always room for one more piece, especially if it's better than $29, then it's $20, what do you think, $28.99? Are we getting better? Let's make it $2,888 and done and gone it will go. But $28.88 first caller. And I'll wait till it goes. Because in platinum, 13.5 carat, and it's not $1 million bucks. It's not $100,000. It's $2,888 for a really stunning, let's try it on the hand again. It's going to stay in the platinum. I love an aqua and a white metal. It doesn't matter to me what white metal it is, as long as it's a white metal to show off the color, because that's how you're going to get that pure blue that you're seeing there. $28.88. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. $28.88 for a 13.5 carat. I don't know what the per carat is, but I'm going to best be knowing I'm going to calculate it so we can figure this out. Because somebody got to help me understand. That is a 13.5. Let's just go $213 a carat. If the platinum's free, if the diamonds are free, okay, we don't even care right now about the platinum or the diamonds. Just look at that shine off that emerald cut aqua. Now that's the good stuff right there, $28.88. Okay, so our top of the hour is getting near. We have 5 minutes left to go till our last hour kicks off, and wow, are we gonna see something amazing. Amazing. We have a Paraiba coming up. 4 minutes to go. So I've collected the stone. You guys know that. You've collected the stone. I know that. There's a lot of us and a lot of people who would love to have more. I'm not done. But the thing is this, like so many others, we're saying all the same thing. We are frustrated by the fact that Paraibas are $100,000 a carat plus, kind of like the Sierra Sana Marisa in an auction house. We're going to make something really special happen, and we have given you all the fabulous details. The 18 karat gold, a classic setting style, a lot of gorgeous just dripping in white diamonds. We're going to bring that to you in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes, that's it. You got 4 minutes to wait, and we'll reveal the Paraiba deal of a lifetime. Let's show you the heart shape. I'm just going to do, let's just go show and tell time. That's all this is. Here's our purple Paraiba heart shape. What do you think of that? Let me clean it up a little bit. Item number is 1129192. 9192 on the purple Paraiba. That's a great stone. Here is the heart-shaped spessartite garnet. I'm going to show you next. We go from one neon to another. Here's the spessartite. Let me know if any of these catch your eye. There's our heart shape in the spessartite. We have pink diamond drop earrings. Come on now. The purple diamonds from the other day were heart shapes. Maybe that could have been the situation. I know a lot of us, it tends to be half and half. It's a split, you know, kind of a split kind of theory on heart shapes, yes or no. So we've got the more classic cutting here of these cushion cuts. They're in a real beautiful pinky, I would say a very saturated pink. What a shame they don't sit on their own. It's going to be hard to show you both at the same time, but let's take a look at this one. Really a hot pinky color, almost purple. This one sits a little better. So you can see our brand new pink diamond and pink diamonds. You can see they're a shade darker in the center than what's on the side. So that really proves to you the point that what's in the middle is very saturated. And they've got a beautiful lever back with diamonds. There's a double halo around them. We'll take a look on the hand here as well, and then we'll get you that great deal that you're looking for. So first caller on this pair of earrings, as we only have 3 minutes left till our Paraiba comes out to play. And let me tell you, it's Paraiba like I've never priced it. And that goes back a ways. But this is our 1-inch style. The item number is 1129387. I'll take off an earring, pop them on for you. There's great finishing on the background here. That's called an under gallery. It's going to have a great detail on the back side. It's 20 points in the cushion cut pinks, 16 points in the additional pinks. That's that first halo. And then another 53 points in diamonds. White diamonds, that is. Take a look at them on. Hello, hello. How pretty are those? Everyday wearable, nothing too long or too dramatic, or nothing that's going too crazy. Sorry, the collar's it's a little, you know, ornery. But you've got this great look here. Isn't that beautiful? And you can really see, if from a distance away, you can really see how much they're popping pink. And that is such a testament to that quality you're getting. A lot of times you would have to be real up close to tell, because it's usually a much lighter shade of pink. And this is that bright material that we love to see. It's very saturated. And we're going to go back to the wheel, take another look at them close up. We're going to get you a huge value here. 20 and 16, that's 36 points just in the pinks. Then you're 53. So lots of diamond weight overall, getting close to a carat. And we're going to send them out right now for $8. You know what, $8 and $9.99 is not going to work. Let's help you out. Big value, and this is that backside, fully under galleried. You see that there? Finished, finished, and more finished. All that beauty. Love to see that. Earrings don't need that. It's not there for comfort, because that's not going to touch anything, but it's there for everyone else if anybody happens to see you from behind. So that's where that really looks amazing, to have that extra detail. Let's blow them out. They're not even, I don't want to do 45. I'm not even thinking $39.99. We will truly blow these out right now. This is going to be your one chance to get pink diamond earrings, and they are very saturated. It's not the lighter pink. You see, it's a true traditional pink color on the outside halos. What's in the center is far more saturated than that, and they're $34.99 only. So a big time value there as we get you ready. We're 30 seconds away from our very grand top of the hour, something you will not soon forget, especially if you decide to just call in and make this yours. It's going to be quite the night for the Paraiba collectors out there. Want to welcome you to our hour of the show here that is our final of our time together on this Thursday. And who knows? Again, 8946, welcome in everybody. Happy you're with us. Again, welcome to Thursday night. It is a great time to be with us tonight, especially when you consider what is going to take place in the next 60 minutes we have together, you and me, is going to be a lot of fun. And it all kicks off with one of the most important stones the world has ever offered us. Only discovered in the 90s. How many gemstones were discovered in our lifetimes? Chances are, if you're watching me right now, you probably were alive and you were around, not when we think about sapphires, how long they've been around. We think about zircons that go back billions of years. We think of other mining ventures that have hundreds of years behind them. This is a stone that was discovered in 1989. Where were you in 1989? Were you collecting gems? Well, even if you were lucky enough to be collecting gems in 1989 or the 90s or the early aughts, you probably still haven't embarked on too many opportunities to get this Paraiba because it is that rare. Now, I've been in the business, so I've been lucky enough to spend some time talking about these stones, collecting them early on. In '04, introduced them to the world via television. When they were really before that, they were literally distributed among royal families, czars, princes, sultans, kings, things like that. That's truly who collected these stones before they were available to the public. The ones that weren't lucky enough to be born into royalty, but we certainly want to look and feel like it. You know, us, those of us who want to feel like it, look like it, but just weren't lucky enough to be born into that lineage because we're lucky enough to be born from the families we were born in. So, you know, again, okay, so we don't get to wear the crown. But you've got jewelry that really is worthy of royalty. It really is. And this is what rulers of countries and major movers and shakers in the gem collecting world, this is what they're still trying to get a hold of. And it's getting tougher to do that as the days go by. But here's your answer. And it's not often, because we know what the industry is doing, and isn't it more just conformist to kind of go with the trends and move up the gold? Well, we're not moving up the gold prices, so there goes that. The trend has been to hold back on selling any Paraibas. The dealers of the world, you know, we all have our careers, right? Maybe you had a career at some point and you had a business you were in, whether it was whatever professional endeavor that you chose to do for your career path. And when you think about what would have happened if you just stopped one day, if you just threw your hands up and said, you know what, I'm just gonna stop going to that occupation. It would probably mean that you've got a little glitch in how do you support yourself and your livelihood. This is truly the choice that Paraiba dealers have made. They have made that choice. It's a little bit of a gamble, but it really isn't as much because they figure if we hold back the few stones we have, we are banking on the fact that a few years down the line, whether they wait 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10, there's going to be a higher demand and therefore a higher price for this material. It is mined out. You can't go buy any newly mined material. It's all done. So 3 sources ever, they're all done and mined out. They're holding on to it. They're essentially creating a monopoly. That's what they're doing. And so they're pretty much guaranteed that whenever they decide to release the Paraiba, it's going to be worth that much more. You and I are at their mercy. Now that is why TVON, one of the big reasons we exist is to bring rarity that otherwise nobody would have access to or affordable levels to get in on. And we believe in sharing that gem wealth with all of you. And I cannot think of a better way we do that than with this example. So even with our Paraibas, how many times have you watched this show and watched Paraibas be presented and wholeheartedly sold for $15,000, $20,000, $40,000, and a lot of you admire it and sit back and go, that's pretty. If I had $40,000 to spend. That's what, even here, the home of the greatest jewelry values on planet Earth, we cannot do usually better than 15 grand. Here's what I'm gonna offer you tonight. A top of the hour special, a bright, super clean, gorgeous Paraiba, and I really need to make some magic happen. I really do. So we've got our 56 pointer, which I hate to even say because you look at that and you're probably thinking what I'm thinking. That looks like a 1.5 carat. You better believe it. It's got a mounting that always holds a 1 carat or 1.5 carat, somewhere in that range. Every time I've had it, and I've had it probably conservatively 350 times. It's a pretty classic mounting. We did upgrade the gold. We went to that 18 karat gold, so you don't have to deal with, you know, not important 14. I kid, of course. It's all important. 10 karat gold's important. A little gold flake. We used to pan for gold on field trips. I grew up in Southern California. What do? We are the West. We are the West, where gold mining really, the gold rush, remember? Gold mining really took off here in the West, right where I live, where I've spent my entire life. Well, I'll tell you right now, I would go to field trips and we'd pan for gold and we'd be so excited to go home after 4th grade and say, look, I got a little gold flake and it's in a little jar. I'll tell you, that would be expensive right now. A little gold flake. I have a friend who's in the cosmetics world. You know what? They've got crushed gold in one of their cosmetics. Do you know they're not making it anymore? They discontinued it. It used to be like a $200 jar for like 6 ounces of product. They discontinued it. They can't do it anymore. Because what are they going to do? You know, gold, yeah, they can't actually crush gold into that, you know, formula anymore. So here's what we're doing. We've got 18 karat solid, and don't worry, I'm going to make you proud. 56 points in the Paraiba, 66 points in the diamonds. It looks like a bigger stone because it looks like a bigger stone. It really does. This is no trick of the eye. What it is high quality, stunning Paraiba. Could not be more lively blue-green if you try. Look at this under lower light. Boom, even brighter. Even more neon. Look at it if I block a front light, another light. Whichever way you want to see it, it just gets bolder and brighter and more neon. And isn't that what defines this stone? Outside of just sheer rarity. Only discovered in '89. Shortly thereafter, all 3 sources mined out and done. Now we get a chance to show you in any gold you want, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You get an opportunity. This stacks beautifully because you see that elevated platform, so you can just slide and glide a ring right next to it if you choose to. Here it is on the hand. Wowza, wowza. Let's go ahead and blow it out. I know you don't want to spend $15,000. I could sit here all night, pour my heart out to you like I always do. I ain't selling that at $14,999 tonight. You need a better value. And I say to those that are, you might be watching, those dealers, those Brazilians, those different guys and gals out there in the gem trade that are holding on to their stones, I say go for it. Obviously, that's their prerogative. It's their material. They can choose to do with it what they will, what they want. They have that luxury. They know that they may be going years and years and years without really an income, but whenever they choose to sell that material and release it, it's going to be that much more valuable. And that goes for the whole trade. That goes for the stones you already own. It goes for this stone that you will own tonight. It goes for all the stones. All that high level value is helping you. I obviously can't get that kind of money because you know us for value. So I can't get 100,000 or 200,000 like it rightfully should be. I can't get that kind of money here because we are known for value. So what we have to do is go extreme. This is why it's going to be an auction, because I can't do this on my own. That during our summer sale was here for $9,999. Now hear me out, because you would have saved 10%. That's still $9,000. That's still an $89.99 price tag. And I think you're looking for a better value from me today. So let's do this. Even better than $99 or $89.99. We have a $10 increment. I don't know where we're starting this, Tony, but I'll tell you this. It's going to be wherever it needs to go, because I refuse to put that back in a vault tonight. I refuse to do it. And it was made some time ago, so that's good news. 18 karat solid gold, white, yellow, rose, your size, shipped for free. Get a whole money back return guarantee as well. Nothing to miss out on except the opportunity in the moment. Here's how you do it. Significantly less than $99 or $89.99. That is your sale price. And boy, did I have to beg for them not to melt it. And they didn't want to really as much as other pieces, because it is Paraiba. That's a very important stone, and it's in a classic style. So I don't think it's one that's likely to, it's not here because it's not good looking, you know? Some pieces, I'll be honest, I mean, some pieces are here because they're real out there. They're out there. Some pieces are just here because, you know what, if they were $5, they wouldn't sell, because they're just really like unusual. Then there are classics like this. Classics that really are the ones that more times than not, this is where you're going to go, especially with the more important stone that, let's say, if you're not going to get 50 of them in your lifetime, you probably want one really good classic piece. That's what this is. It's not going to be $8,999. Like I said, I need to do better than that, because that didn't even help it during the sale. And obviously now, since that summer sale happened, gold was only about $3,400 an ounce then. Now it's $41. So again, it's all over the place, but it's only going one direction. Doesn't matter. If I'm going with an old price, it does not matter. And what's a bigger deal, I know we can talk about gold, but that doesn't matter, because I can still get you gold. I can still, that's the big challenge. And you got to understand this about the gem world and the jewelry world. Certain things just go up in price. Diamonds do it, gold does it. Those are just labor. Labor goes up. Labor, because you probably, as you were at a job, probably made more money every single year. You could have been doing the same job, stamping widgets, but you probably got an increase, right? That's what happens, typically. Gold and diamonds will just continue to go up. That doesn't mean there's a shortage. That doesn't mean you won't be able to find them. It just means they're more money. The difference here and why the gold and the diamonds are irrelevant to this equation is because that Paraiba is impossible to get a hold of. Outside of TVON, no one else is going to sell you Paraibas. I work with dealers who I've worked with for 20 plus years. They will not sell it. They know me as a friend. They know me as someone who they need favors from, and they still, whatever they will not sell their Paraiba. They will not sell it because they're waiting and they're watching and they're getting you, basically they're getting you a bigger value as you wear it and enjoy it, because you can get it for less tonight. It's not 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. That is already the value on Paraiba that we've ever had. You get this gorgeous ring, your choice of golden size and all of that. That beautiful bigger diamond weight that's down the sides, this clarity of this stone. We're not even doing $5,000. I'm already less than the price of the mounting by itself. So what if I told you, and this is probably what I should have said at the top of the show, I just didn't know this would need to be happening. At 5 o'clock tonight, the plan was not to auction this off. It was not. It was not. That was not in the cards. That was not the plan. It was to sell it at $99.99 and give you a great deal because, you know what, the way gold's gone, it's still, you guys need better. And we're not going to do $5,000. I'm not going to do $45,000. I am going to start at $4,000 with a 60-second clock, and we will get that started. And we will, if I've got a collector within the sound of my voice, we are going to have any and all, every collector on the lines participating because there is no value like this one. And $4,000, you know what that means? That Paraiba is free. And I should have told you, had I had a clairvoyant notion, I should have told you that there'd be a free Paraiba in blue-green color tonight, because that's what it's turned out to be. There's no way to do that mounting for $4,000. We are getting you the value of a lifetime, and you can collect it, you can wear it, you can keep it, you can put it in a safety deposit box if you want, you can turn around and resell it if you want, you could give it as, oh my goodness, what a holiday gift. Got that special person you want to treat this holiday season to something amazing that's going to wow them, that they're going to wonder how on earth you even got your hands on a Paraiba. How? That's the stone that's famed, that everyone's talking about, that all the collectors and royalty, they're trying to get. And we've got 50 seconds ticking down to get $4,000 to start. A gorgeous, classic, bright as can. We only have 45 minutes left. This might be the whole night. To get comfortable, get comfy, go get your snack, go get your refreshment, because this is where it is an unheard of value in this ring. Look at this on the hand again. $4,000. What are we doing? If I'm not selling that, there's nothing else I can do. Nothing else. Look at that stone and stack around it. Watch this. Pretend your tweezers is a band. Look at that. You can put a band right on next to it. You see how I did that? Put your favorite Wonder ring, put your favorite diamond band right on next to it. You can have that gorgeous setting. If you want to add, stack, just multiply the diamonds, do that. But you know what? I cannot take it. Now at this point, I feel like I'm being dared. I feel like this is like a dare moment. Like I dare you to go lower. Maybe listen, if we don't have a broadcast feed, then this can't hurt me. I can do whatever I want. And we will get this one home. But I'm going to go even lower than $4,000 because I refuse to put that back in a vault. That's a $10,000 TVON ring that's already come down $5,000. So right now, you're saving $11,000 in total. And we should be doing what everyone else is doing. Should we go through our inventory and log in and change all the gold pricing and mark everything up 35? We're not doing that. Am I doing that? Because I think I'm going backwards. We're going exactly the opposite direction. I'm not asking for $4. This is why the auction is necessary. It's to get around, and I'm relying on you. I'm relying on your savvy, shopping ability, all of your due diligence that you've done by watching me here and everybody else out there and going to the retail stores and calling the catalog numbers and knowing what's up with this stone. Let's go even lower than $4,000. What if we take it down to $3,500, a sacrifice open? It's a sacrifice. It's just a let's go, let's see who's out there, let's get it done deal. $35 to get this started. $10 on the increment. What can I do? If there are no requests, we'll stay with this. We're going to stay with it because it's just a matter of time till that one shopper dials in and says, I've been waiting a lifetime for a Paraiba. I've been watching them go through, watching them here and there, and I've been watching price tags that I cannot get. This is where it is very attainable to get something like this. Double halo, any gold, I mean, all those extras are free. So if you think there's a big hidden charge with an auction because you got to pay a bigger buyer's premium, or you've got to spend extra for all the tax or all the shipping or all the sizing, and it's just going to add up before you know it, you're spending no. And we are we at 35? I just heard a phone. I'll tell you what, I'll go even lower. I need to have more than one bidder. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. These are why these shows are live. You don't get these opportunities. You could go log on to a website anytime you want. You're never going to see this value happen because this is what happens live. It's the most, I think, exciting element of what we do on our shows is a live auction. It's that opportunity to get a $10,000 ring. That should be my price tonight. A big discount as it is, saving you $5,000. This is certainly, I would say, lower. I would say a better deal. We have no 35 open just yet, but we are verifying 2 different callers. What if we just make this, the fence sitting has got to stop. So I will help you out here because we're going to just shove you on over into what is basically the happy side of gem collecting here. The best possible value you can get. A Paraiba of the ultimate, you can't get better color, blue-green signature color, the ultimate liveliness in neon. It is not 35. 34, 33, 32, 31. Remember when we were at $4,000 and I told you the stone was free? Now we got a lot of extras for free here. We're going to $3,000 to start the auction. And I'm tempted to raise those increments to something that makes sense. Not going to do it. $10 on the increments, so that way if you're bidder 2, 3, 5, 10, 100, doesn't matter. Hopefully it's ease of getting in. Do not miss the opportunity. This opportunity is happening at this very moment. And you have a money back guarantee, so if there's any trepidation over the fact that, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? That's a lot of pressure on a really big piece of, what should I, you should call. And I only say that, listen, doesn't matter one way or the other to me if you buy something or not, if you're watching or not. It's just, again, I'm just here to provide those values to whomever's watching on any given moment. And this moment right now, I will put it simply to you, is historical. I was the one premiering Paraibas to the world of the loose gem collectors in 2004, 21 years ago, almost to the day. It was late October. So it really is one of those things that we didn't know at the time it'd be so short-lived. There is obviously always that demand for the ultimate color, which is the blue-green. We have a stone here that, please understand, it looks bigger than 56 points. That's a mounting I've had with ruby and tanzanite and just about every stone you've ever heard of, and yet it's always a 1 carat to 1.5. So this stone either is listed wrong and they forgot the 1 in the front, or it is just a really magnificent bigger face to the stone. And so it doesn't really matter if it's 56 points or a carat 56, because what is it looking like? A carat and a half stone. So let's take a look at it. We are looking for $3,000 and we have 60 seconds to get that started. And we can always move along. But I'll tell you right now, I'm going to say congratulations. We don't have a bidder. We don't have the open. But I'm going to say congratulations anyways. Because even if you are brand new to our show or you've watched forever and ever, you are here seeing things that never happen anywhere. There are and I know you know this because that's why you're here. There's bands that are out there, just plain gold bands that are double this price. There's a lot of sterling silver jewelry out there that's triple this price. It is really one of the ultimate high-end rarities in this world that exists, and it's at $3,000 to open, but nobody has opened it yet. Well, guys, it's, I guess this is it. Final call. Let's go. We've got tanzanite coming up. It doesn't get any cheaper to get the tanzanite, though, I will say. This is the big tanzanite coming up. We got a big tanzanite emerald necklace. We've got some gorgeous merengue spinel earrings for you. Have a lot of diamonds there with the earrings. And we have a ruby closeout deal, a nice big ruby closeout. So some bigger stones that are all going to be, we got a 2 carat. I got some carat plusers. They're all coming up as well. We're done? No Paraiba lovers? All right. Okay. Well, I tried. I gave you that. Now, that won't come back. And if you see it or request it on a future show, It's going to be back to either $14,999 or $999, or they might adjust it with the gold and then it'd be even more than that. But again, we'll just kind of hang out on that. We'll wait and see what happens. I can't predict the future, but I know one thing, everything's going up, so I would take advantage while we have. Great values there. Here come the spinel earrings. Let's just do something crazy here. These are bright and they're very pretty pinky reds. It's what we love about our spinels here, the round spinels, diamond cut no less, stud earrings, centered post, the whole thing. Well, it's going to be item number 112-9107. They are hot pink spinels and 14 points in the rounds, 60 points in the diamonds, and a solid gold setting here as well. Stud earring, these are for your ears, for your pierced ears, please. I don't have any clip earrings. Everything here is made for pierced ears, so you must have a piercing, but it's going to be 112-9107. It has 14 points in mehenges. They're rounds. They're very elite. They're the top high end of mehenge spinels. They're the top high end of the entire spinel family, which are expensive stones. Now you've got the rounds and the 60 points and the double halo, and we're going to make them first caller, easy peasy, $19.99 first callers. Nope, you know what? Let's do this. Even better. Not $9.99. We'll just send out some jewelry as fast as we can. We've got any requests. I haven't had a request all night, so good news there. We've got plenty of time here for 39 minutes to go to get your request that you might need. Happy to do that. But here's your double halo with those bright mehenges. They're actually going to be under $9.99. So let's follow along here, Tone. We'll do the pricing up here so everyone knows where they are. We're going to do better than 9, better than 8, better than 7. I know this is a lot of gold, lots of diamond weight too. 60 points, almost 2/3 of a carat. I will try them on, but they are going to be only $700. You know what, skip it, we'll go $699. $699 on the spinel earrings and lots of diamonds. Take a look. Now, I measure them always just to show you from a distance away, but the real true test is going to be to see them up against the ear. That's what they look like from a distance, 3/8 of an inch, top to bottom, or in diameter as we call it. When it's a round, you can go ahead and use the term diameter because that applies to anything in a round. Let's take a look at them on very, very quickly. Look at how beautiful, and I'm putting them right where the piercing is, right where the post is, so you can see if you just slip on your little backing there, it's going to have this great look, and they give you a nice pronounced look from a distance away. And of course, nothing like the bright pinky reds that really go with everything as well. So $699, we'll give them 60 seconds. Back to the wheel we'll go. And then we've got a last call on the show. What more can we share with you tonight? Any requests you've got, get them in. Happy to help you out with any requests you might have. Happy to help there. Also, if you have anything you want to see again from previously in the show, we had everything from pink opals to all the different types of topaz, London and Swiss. We had the big tanzanite deal that was our $412 a carat stone. We had the beautiful star sapphire in a blue, had some great pink diamond drops just before the top of the hour. Our Paraiba, that is also the best value in Paraiba, would be the trillion green. I'll show that to you as well if you missed it. 27 seconds to go. And thank you, everybody. I'm so glad you love them. They're actually going to be any gold color too. So if you really just wanted to get them in yellow gold instead, that is up to you. You may get them in yellow, you may get them in rose gold, totally up to you. And we've only got a couple pairs left, so it's really important to pick the phone up and dial in if you'd like those at $699. Okay, so now we're going to show you this trillion. Just a little recap here on a Paraiba that's larger. And this one, yes, looks a little different because it's all green instead of blue-green, but it's got this really neon electric color to it. That was here earlier tonight. Maybe you weren't. And the ring is still here, luckily. It's 112-9076. Our 261 trillion is here. 261 bright green as can be. 38 points in the diamonds, too. That's exciting. And so a lot of gold, yes. Is it going to be a high price? No. It's actually got a new discount from $79.99, and we give you all this gold, changing the color of the gold if you'd like. Great clarity on the stone. It's the same gorgeous copper bearing. As a matter of fact, did you know that the green stones have even more copper content? It's true. The collectors love the greens. I have worked with, who was it? The Sultan of Brunei loved the green stones when we first came out with them. He was in contact with us. Yes, real true story. Like he was always buying the Paraibas and he had to have his US representatives. He had gem collectors literally on salary all over the world who were literally just collecting gems for him. And yet 261, the 261 green, this is what was top of the list. Because why? Collectors love that it has more copper content. So when you get a stone like this, it's just like, you know, when we have the Brazilian Paraiban quartz or the golden quartz stones, people like the stones that have more of the Brazilian or more of the gold, because that makes it more high value. Well, this in turn is what collectors look for because it's got more saturation of copper level. So you've got more, the green is the indicator of that. That's how you know. If it's more green, it's got more copper. And it's only $2,999, the same price as my 56 pointer. So that just seems like a good way to save a couple bucks. If you want to go even larger in your size of your gem, that's a great way to go in that bright green. And I don't know if you can't deny that that trillion cut has some power to it. That's got the wow factor to it, does it not? The way it's so vibrant, so neon, $2,999 to get it to you. That's pretty impressive right there. And of course, all finished on the inside as well. So $29.99. Okay, and don't forget about the blue-green. And also, we've got an emerald necklace. I'm going to get you our big ruby wheel. We've got our big discounts on rubies. Only about 30 minutes to go. Jason, did you have a question or request? I do. Let me show it. Who was that? You know what? Paulette probably saw me flash this earlier and said, well, Paraiba is exactly what I've been hoping for. Well, Paulette, it's a good one. It looks like a teeny tiny size right now, so I'm just going to tell you right up front, we can size this for you. It's sticking to my tweezers, and I don't know why. Item number on this one, Paulette, is 112-4314, and then we'll get to our ruby blowout, I promise. But this is all a good segue. It's a related to ruby because sapphire and rubies are all part of the same family of gems. This is 4314, which is a 210. Now, normally I despise the 210 because I spend a couple of hours on that freeway every day. But I'll tell you this, I like it when it comes to sapphires because what it means is big. And I like a big old gemstone presence. And what's really tough to get is that big gem presence in a sapphire because normally they are tiny. They're just one of the stones that are not blessed with great size. They're usually teeny, tiny little crystals. So you never really see the big important stones. And we know we had some 2-carat blues the other day. Oh, they were pricey. And I discounted and kept on going. This is the ultimate high level of sapphire. Of course, that pink and orange blend, and this one has that. It's actually, when you first look at it, it looks like a peachy color. Then you see it move, and it's got a little bit of purple glow. So it's got even an extra element. It's almost like 3 colors coming together in this Paraiba. And 73 points is the diamond weight. Oh, I'm so excited for whoever is going to get this because it is really significant. Anybody? Well, let's try it on. Brand new discount. Let me just tell you something here. I've been here 9 years, almost to the day. I've got an anniversary in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Mark your calendars, November 5th. It's also my half birthday, by the way. So what a birthday present to me. I got to start working here many, 9 years ago on my half birthday. Well, so mark that day because I hope we're going to have a big celebration for you. It's going to be a very important, pivotal night. So it's a Wednesday, I believe. So make sure you mark your calendars, November 5th, 11/5. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's a 210 in platinum. I just had to stop here and tell you something. This was $12,999 last time I saw it. I have a photographic memory. My brother has it for other things like in life. I only have it for jewelry and pricing because when I see it, I commit it to memory. I've never known this to be anything less than even $79.99. That was our sales show price back in the summer sale. This is one of the biggest drops I have ever witnessed from one price to another. Sometimes there's like a lot of incremental drops and there's 500, 500, 500, 500, and it's a lot of smaller drops. I have never seen a price drop this significant, and I've been here 9 years almost to the day. Okay, so with that said, we're going to take this Paraiba, and what's the market of sapphires doing? Well, in huge sizes, it is significant. Please call me early. And I'm such a stickler. I apologize. I know a lot of you guys are used to watching a lot of other places, and everybody calls everything they want, and it's really, it kind of fries me inside because I don't love, honestly, it makes me very angry to watch a lot of the home shopping world because I get a little upset when I see people paying more than they should for jewelry. And also, I really don't like when things are called something they're not because it's just being dishonest to you, the consumer. And if you're somebody who cares about what you're pouring your hard-earned money. We all work really, really hard. I don't know if we've ever worked harder than we are this time, this era we're living in. It's really, really, really tough, right? It's really hard. And I will tell you right now, I just don't like the thought of you paying any more than you have to, especially if it's for something that you're expecting something it's not. And that drives me crazy. A lot of pink sapphires out there are called Paraiba just because it sounds more luxe. It sounds more rare and luxury. And they're not. They're pink sapphires. So I'm here all the time telling you that's not a Nicolite and that's not a Paraiba. This is a Paraiba. So if you happen to be like me and you really are somebody who understands the difference, and they can be subtle, but if you understand those minute differences and you really care about investing into pieces that are what the person said they are, then you've come to the right place, because this is a genuine, honest to goodness Paraiba. And you see it right here. The pinks and the purples and the goldens that are coming together. It's a super exotic. It's a fabulous value. It's got all that diamond weight, and let me try it on for you. It is a smaller size right now, so I'm just gonna pop it on my pinky here, but you can at least see the size perspective. Stays in platinum. We size it and ship it to you, so you'll have it right away. And it's not going to be even $79.99. Like I said, we gotta go lower than that. But it's that one significant drop that I have not seen. I have not seen a drop like that. And so now we're ready to go. And we're going to make this $3,999. $39.99. That's it. That's all. 60 seconds and it goes. $210 for that price. Never in a million. You got a value there to behold. And the first caller, I got to move some jewelry. We got 29 minutes to do it. I don't know if it's even possible, but I'm doing everything on the money front I can to make it possible. And then rubies are coming up, and I'll tell you, what was planned is gone out the window. I'm going to bring you a very big value on some rubies coming up that are all well over a carat in size in designer rings. So get ready. We got ruby specials coming up. $39.99. Wowza. We just did a number on that price for you. 20 seconds left. Little subtle split shank. Lots of the baguettes, they really stand out. They're at the north, east, south, and west outer halo. You see those taperings of the baguettes there, so they kind of flare outward. Looks great, doesn't it? All right, so that's gonna be last call there. Here come the rubies. That's a big one. They're all big. We got more designer styles, like a bypass. These are all pigeon's blood red, by the way. So if that's what you've been, ooh, little two-tone there, just a little yellow gold accent to the prongage. And here we go. Wow, it's all pigeon's blood red, because they're all also glowing and crystalline. And now we get to see, well, I got the more traditional ones front and back. Here's the more bypass, feels a little, you know, got the wider stance to it. This is really a band style east to west set on that one. And then here goes a more traditional look as well. Classic setting style, halo, more pave on the side. So they're all giving you crystallinity. I'm going to walk you through some sizes here of the stones as well. That's very, very important. So here's your chance. And then we're going to recap that tanzanite that's $412 a carat, because obviously we got to get that superstar out the door as well. But here's our last call in the show. Let me walk you through these carat weights. We've got our marquise at 119. That's 119. That's the small one. That's the little itty bitty baby. It's the 119. I say that in jest. Oh, never mind. We have the 111. The 111's up front. It just didn't look like 111 to me. That one looks big, don't you think? 111. 113 on the pair. Over here is the marquise. That's the 1 carat 19, but then the big one. The nearly 2 carat ruby is in the back center. It is my 1 carat 92 oval right back there. Platinum. They're all platinum. So it's Mogok Burma rubies. It's a blowout. It's my Burma blowout. Yes, question? Oh, thank you. Paraiba has found its home. And now we get to show you how all 4 of these are going to find their home. Hi, everybody. Welcome into our last little bit of our Thursday. It's Thursday. Is it still Thursday? It's still Thursday. It is Thursday. It is still Thursday, and we have got the blowout on rubies, all the best. If there was one up there, boy, it's really gambling to put a lot of different stones together, because you expect them all to be like on that same level of quality. Because if one was a little shy of that, it would stick out. And you'd be like, that one ugly. Like, I don't like that one. This is where you've got superstars, and they're all of that high-end category. It's like the catwalk runway of rubies here, because they're all supermodels of rubies. They're all the best of the best. You couldn't ask for them to get a higher grading here. Color, clarity, it has it all. So again, which one do you like? Oh, one more is, I'm so sorry. I said all platinum. One is actually 18 karat gold. That would be the pear shape. So that's 18 karat white gold. It still stays in the white metal. 18 karat here. The rest are in platinum. Are we ready? I told you this was all planned as a blowout. That blowout price was supposed to be $4,999, which is a far cry from where they started, but it's still not going to work tonight. So isn't this really a night when we've got 25 minutes to make a miracle happen? That's going to help everybody out because we don't need to stick to $49.99. That's not going to work either. So we get to take them far less than that. Oh, let's go. This is go time. If there ever was a time to get something out of Burma, durable. Please remember, they're durable. They are not in the most scale. The only thing tougher than this, diamonds. And you get diamonds in them as well. Platinum, 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 and 18 karat gold. They are all one of a kind. They all stay as they are. So the only question I have for you is, what size would you like? We will deliver it to you promptly within a couple of days because all we need to do is size it and ship it. That can be done tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. You should have it by Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you live. So great news there. 2-day shipping, no problem, fast and free. So we love that too because you're investing into quality. I know you're going to be anxious to see it, try it on, and get this home and love it forever. And also that July birthstone that is so top notch. And we're going to make them a lot better than $49, $39, $29. Well, what fun is this? What about east-west set? There's the oval. Here's our beautiful pear. And there is our other oval. I like that oval too with the baguettes and the rounds. There, do you notice the fancy cut pear and marquise as well? There are 4 different types of diamonds in cutting right there in that ring. 4 different. Marquise, pear, baguettes, and rounds. How cool is that? And then also the pear ruby has a pear-shaped diamond. Did you see that on the other side of the bypass? Like a little flip of that reverse style. Love that too. Big pear-shaped diamond, big pear-shaped. I don't think $29.99 is going to do it. I can't say I'm surprised. Let's blow them out right now. All done, ready to go, just need your size. There's a nearly 2 karat up there. If that doesn't go first and fastest, well, listen, you got a good chance to pick up whatever you love up here. So it's really go time. I'm gonna make it a lot better than $29.99. It's gonna be a lot better than $2,500. Please take these out to dinner on me when you get them home because you're gonna be so anxious to wear your piece. And you don't need a special occasion to wear a ruby. You just wear it. You just live in it and love it and don't even need to put it on a shelf and wait. Just wear it. Enjoy your rubies. But this is going to be better than 25, better than 24, better than 23. We're giving away rubies tonight. Tried to give away a Paraiba. Now we're actually giving away rubies. And you don't have to pay 23. Keep in mind, they all started over $79.99. That was our lowest, and then or more. So we got them down to $5,000 as a set wheel price today. They're going a lot lower than that. All you can do is call. If we got your first one, your first choice, whatever it is, whatever your first choice is, by the way, that is going to be your piece. Now, I do want to show you something. I don't do this very often, but I want to show you this. This is the little Post-it. This is the Post-it that was attached to all of these bags. That says $49.99 for that wheel. So this is what happens when the prices on the bags are still too much. They get grouped and they get this. Boom, Post-it. There it is. And as I try them on for you, I'm going to leave this front and center so you understand that that's where they should be. $4,999. They're not 23. They're not 22. Forget about 5,000. Forget about 23. 22, 21. We're going even lower than that. All 4 are one of a kinds. They go right out to you. That is a blessing. It really is. To get anxious for your piece, get excited, coming right out to you at better than $2,099. This is why they're all going to go. And if you think one's going to stay, oh, heaven help us. I'm giving away jewelry tonight, and you've never seen anything like it. We have 22 minutes to go in our broadcast, and mark my words, this will be 60 seconds. And if you have a favorite, guess what? I'm going even lower. They've all got to go, and they will. This is a stone. I admit we don't see it all that often. We don't. People ask me all the time, why don't you sell rubies? To be honest, they're too expensive. We only like to sell you the best of any different category. So when it comes to rubies, Burma's the best. And the problem is they're $20,000 carat stones. So they become really pricey, and it's really difficult to put together a value for you when you have such a high-end stone. So it's not something we see all that often, which is why it is such a beautiful moment and a thrill to bring you these kinds of discounts and values when we can. So instead of $2,099, Let's blow them out. Right now, only $1,999. We have sure taken a lot of discounting beyond where they're supposed to be. And so there you have it. My friends, that's it. $19.99. We'll give it 60 seconds. And look at how, for example, this is that big carat 11. Carat 11 that's looking even larger because it looks just like the 2 carat behind it. But take a look at that one, carat 11 on the hand. You can see that there. It's got a carat 11 with 84 points in diamonds. Do have that one for you, as well as all the rest. It's just a matter of which one do you like. And trust me, we're not going anywhere till they all sell out. Let me see if I can put all 4 on. That one on my pinky is not going to stay there, so I'll switch them around a little bit, and you let me know which one you like. And if you want to see them one by one, just giving you kind of an idea of how they're going to look from a distance away here in the different styles, and still just gleaming the reds, just glowing pure red. $19.99. That's the big one. That's the nearly 2 carat. There's the carat 11. Remember, the pear shape is going to be our carat 13. That one's the 18 karat gold option. The rest are platinum. And then the beautiful Marquise cut is a 119, also platinum, 18K. Okay, so final call. And which one would you like? That's going to be a super value there. We'd love to see good deals on rubies. It doesn't happen all that often. The system that's going crazy sky high in price tag. Gosh, I do love that pear shape. That pear shape, if you want to go the ultimate, like the pear and the oval, honestly, the pear and the oval that's in the front, as far as giving blue reds, they're extreme. Same with the Marquise too. You see how crystalline they are? You can see right through it. It's like looking at a red diamond. For reference, that's the rarest stone in the world. A natural red diamond is. These are like looking at red diamonds. But ruby is not far off from being a high value, prized stone in the world of collectible gems. We'll recap a tanzanite for you. Still have Mehengue spinel earrings. Yes. Pink opal, black opal pendant. I see, which I do. Okay, do you guys need to see them again, or you're good? All right, sounds good. So the opal pendant was 7607, the pink opal 9266, both staying in their white gold together. Let's go ahead and give you a last final call because the rubies, we're just getting busy here. Okay, so $49.99 deal. And if you'd like me to send you the Post-it as a badge of honor, to really wear proudly as if like you should have spent $5,000 for every one of those rings and that'd be a deal. Yes, I think that I can go ahead and send that out to you. If you want to just remind yourself of what an amazing shopper you are, getting that value of only $19.99. I almost said $49.99. Yes, go ahead. Which one do you like, Jason? The one on the right side, the beautiful pair is sold. That's item number 7469. I'll try it on by on its own here. It's got the big pear-shaped white diamond to go with your pear-shaped ruby. That is 18 karat gold, so well done there. We're very busy on the phone lines right now. We just, of course, getting to the final parts of the evening. Reminder, we do start at 5. Today we started at like 5:05, but that's because we didn't have a microphone that worked. But luckily we got one. Although I'm not sure, we probably would have been better off maybe not giving away 3 hours of jewelry like I have. But hey, if you've shopped anything from the show or want to continue to shop anything from the show, the values are there. So it's really important. That pear shape by Pastel gone. Congratulations on that one. Again, our pink opal. A lot of pieces from earlier are going as well because that's what happens with 18 minutes left to go show. Everybody's going to make those decisions. And yes, oval in the back, that's the big one. That's the carat 92. It's 112-0606. Here it is on the hand. 192 is 70 points in diamonds. That one, now everything else is in platinum. So platinum here and platinum the rest of the way, and trust we'll sell them out. $19.99 on that big oval. That is gone, but I really like the clarity of the oval right up here. I do love that clarity of that oval. That is a very, 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 very striking stone. Same with the Marquise. They share the same color and clarity. And again, $49.99 wheel price has come down $3,000 extra saved. That's a very big deal. I just got to move some jewelry here in our last few minutes of this Thursday night. We're back tomorrow, God willing. So we'll recap our tanzanite. Our Museum Reserve 9.5 carat is here at our best per carat ever. So we'll see. Yeah. Yes, it is. Jason, if you have anything fall through with your pear shape, we have a second caller who'd like your pear shape. All right, so we'll let you know, but first caller gets it. All right, so we've got our last call. Now, if they missed out on the pair, I really, again, I can't say enough good things about these two. This oval and this Marquise cut. The oval is just, there's something about it. I think the mounting with all the different cuts of fancy diamonds, all of that. The mounting is giving it a lot of extra here, but the ruby is so beautiful. Carat 11 on the right, carat 19 on the left. Beautiful stones. We're going to give it a final 60 seconds. We got to sell these out, send them out. $19.99. That is a long way away from where they should have been this evening. Cannot say enough about that value. That is a $49.99 real deal. I don't have the Post-its. I don't make those prices. I just know that I just discounted it. Yeah. Shelly, you got it, Shelly. Here comes your oval, Shelly. We'll try them one more time for you. Shelly got the big carat 92. Has she ever shopped here before? Wait a minute, really? What'd she pick up last night? Brand new last night. Coming back for more again tonight. I love it. Well, Shelly, welcome, welcome. New this last 48 hours. And now she just scored one of our biggest rubies at one of our best values all time. Oh, the what? Oh, I thought you meant 7 carat 77 for a minute. I went, huh? Okay, I gotcha. All right, so, well, a ruby lover is in our midst, and I appreciate that. I appreciate a ruby lover. They are one of the tougher stones to sell because everyone knows them, but they can be really affordable if they're really low quality. And most everything that's available to us as a society are pretty low quality rubies in which there is a visual vast difference between what you find in low quality stones and what you find out of Burma, which is the literal best. Just think, when you hear Burma, think best. Now, today it's Myanmar, so I know a lot of people get confused by that because you wonder, I looked on a map and there is no such thing as Burma, so that low lied. I don't do that. It's Myanmar today. But back in the day, when we really saw these stones really come to fruition and come out of that best source, and when it was deemed that they were the best, it was known, it was the area of the world known as Burma. It was Burma then, and now it's Myanmar. So just so you know, if you're looking on a map that's modern, you're gonna look for Myanmar, and that's where these stones hail from. So we'll take a look here. Oval and marquise left. Tanzanite recap coming up because I got a little excited and it was early in the show, and who wouldn't be excited about the best per carat value on a blue wing block D? Well, I'm gonna show you the pear shape. So is this, we're really gonna leave them? Okay, so the oval, that may be going home with me. Look at that stone, gorgeous. And then the marquise is more like a band style. Yeah, east-west setting. All right, so here is the tanzanite. Showed it earlier tonight. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Reds coming, even through like the corners there. We're getting reds all the way out to the corners of this slightly specialty cut. It's item number 2713, 2713, and check that out. Pear shape is what it feels. It still has a feel of a pear shape. Stays in white gold. Yeah, that's a good choice though for blue wing block D. Quick request here for some opal earrings. Who are these for? Daphne. Who? Daphne. Hi, Daphne. Let's take a look at the opal earring. Okay. Did she want crystal opal specifically? Because with that, I say good choice. Good choice because it's going to go with absolutely everything. And you got to love that. You got to love when an opal, isn't that why we love opals? I mean, there's the thing. The opals oftentimes have one color. And that's not exactly the best in the world. So, boy, this show, I'll tell you what. I don't know what's going on tonight, but there's something in the air tonight. Was it the fact we started 5 minutes late? Probably. That could have something to do with it. All right, take a look at this. Well, here we go. It's item number 8540. That is now that's what I like my opals to look like. You know what's cool about this? You know how pricey the lightning ridge stones get, and they give you blues and greens? Look at the reds here. Reds, yellows, oranges, blues, greens, sure. But it's in a crystal opal, so it doesn't cost you $8 billion. That's what I love the most. 324 ovals, and we even wrapped them in gold. Just gave you gold, gold, and more gold. Those are big stones because we just had a 4 set of rings. Now we're going to show you the earrings. I'll pop one on the ear, centered post, wear them east to west, north to south, but this is the most harsh light. So when you see these in person, be ready to be dazzled. If you kind of are into them, great. This is the only thing I can say. If you kind of like them, buy them, because if you kind of like them on TV, you're really going to be obsessed when you see them in person. 1/2 inch top to bottom. I like to wear them north to south. You obviously get that choice, and you don't need to worry too much about it, okay? Because you can flip it. You can just literally spin them how you want, okay? That's what they look like from a distance away as far as up on the ear. and it is going to be incredibly, incredibly, incredibly affordable. Do you see what's happening now that I'm in the darker light here? Now you really see those colors. It's the same earring. You're probably thinking, what's she doing? How many pairs she got? One. That's what it looks like, though, just in a darker light where I squat down in this catcher's position for you, just to show you what they look like. Look how much better. I'm still, though, in a bright light. So at your house, they're going to look even better, even brighter. Let's go back up close and let's wow you with this price tag. They are yellow gold only. Yes, they do have to stay in the yellow. There's your centered post. And that is going to be $799. Go ahead. They are big old crystal opal earrings. Love that they don't have the $1 million price tag of the Lightning Ridge material, but they give you a lot more color than most Lightning Ridge ever dreamed to do. And that's the beauty of it. So $799. Requester, Daphne, I hope you like them. It's first caller who says yes, though, because what can I do? We just got limited quantities. We've got a recap on that tanzanite. We'll finish that thought on the tanzanite. We'll give you a last call on anything you've seen in the last nearly 3 hours. We'll see you tomorrow night, Big Friday night. Friday night is Club TVON. We have our 5 to 8 extravaganza. It's a party. It's great jewelry. We've got weekend shows. We're going to debut our U-Link style earrings that are so exciting this weekend. You know those designer earrings? I know you know them. You're probably thinking, how do you know I know them? Because everybody knows this earring. This earring is one of the most desired, sought after U-Link. I love this. I love the movement of them. Isn't that the coolest? So that earring is debuting this weekend. So we'll have those. Yes, we do. Lots of diamonds there too. Lots of pave. And of course, this is it. Was that our requester there, Jason, with you? What's she looking for? Not that, correct? What does she need? Smaller, larger? Oh, she wants black opal. We don't have any black opal earrings. I'm sorry about that. None. Zero. Don't have any of those. I'm sorry, not right now. They're really tough to match up, so they're very rarely here in earrings. So those are, the good news is, if you're not the requester, don't feel too guilty. She's looking for an entirely different type of stone. So we're gonna go back to our tanzanite. I really love this tanzanite, and quite frankly, just haven't had a value like this. So I think from a standpoint of, listen, if it was not a great stone, okay. But it's a museum reserve, 2713 item number, big time modified pair. It's still in the pear-shaped family. So don't be intimidated. It's not one of those crazy, odd, weird cuts. We've had them, to be honest. We've had a lot of crazy cuts. We get lapidaries that get bored doing the same old ovals and emerald cuts. They really do. So sometimes with tanzanite, especially, you know, the blue wing, working with such a prominent, important color, sometimes we stick to the classics and sometimes we go a little extra. On this one, it's kind of like still keeping it in that classic vein, but still giving you something that makes it special and unique to you. So I appreciate that. And it's still gonna, at first glance, look like a pear shape, but it's still got a little extra detailing to it. It's white gold only. This is a 942. It's 75 points in diamonds in the halo, and we have just one. This simply is the greatest value we've had on Museum Reserve. Now, actually, I could go back further than that. Before we had the Museum Reserve, we had the regular basic blue wing block D. It's all the best in the world. Just the Museum Reserves are the stones that were a little step up. So they were set aside 7 years ago to actually go to museum exhibits. A lot of them have, by the way. We've had 8 stones in the month of September that went to museums. 8 of them. 8 of our stones that you declined on, you said no thanks, they went out to museums, so they're getting their chance in the spotlight to be admired by millions all over the world, visitors who go to museums to see incredible gems. Well, this is our Museum Reserve, and it's last call on this one as well. You know, this would be a beautiful showcase of a museum collection, wouldn't it? But you get this great value. It's one of our best. This is a low per carat even for before we had Museum Reserves. When I was bringing you the traditional blue wing block Ds, this is a great per carat value for all. White gold, I'll size it for you. 75 points in diamonds, and it is no longer $9,999. Not even close. It's under $5. It's under $49.99. Even better, we'll do something crazy. I know we had it earlier, but some of you may not have been here. Maybe you're watching some baseball. Maybe you're watching some hockey. Maybe you're watching some basketball. Maybe you're watching whatever happens on a Thursday night. I have no idea what happens on TV on Thursday night. But I'll tell you what, if you need a tanzanite deal, here you go. it is going to come down below $4,000. It's not $39.99, not even close. It's not $39. This is not $38.99. We're going all the way to bonkers, bonkers, bonkers Blue Wing. That's what this is. Museum Reserve Blue Wing Block D. It's $38.88, and that comes down to only $412 per carat. And then it's got diamonds and gold too. 75 points in the diamonds and lots of gold. $4,000 worth of gold. And yet you've got a less than that for the whole ring. Now that's how you shop for a tanzanite deal at the end of our night. We have 5 minutes left to go. Here's the ring on the hand. Just to show you, I know that it can be intimidating to think about 10 carats as far as, okay, how am I going to wear that? What's it going to look like on the hand? But because it is shown like you see here, that beautiful cutting, it gives you that long, elongated narrowing effect, so it's very flattering on. But it's also a pair, so I think it's a little easier sometimes to wear the bigger sizes when there are the pear shapes because of the point. It's not like it's wide the whole way down the ring. It's a little more tapered here. It's a little bit heavier here. So you get this beautiful way that you can wear and distribute that carat weight so that it is still wearable. Even if you're someone who may not be sure, like if you don't usually go to 10 carats or that type of size category, I think it's going to work really well for you. And you can see it there on the hand. Lots of neon red flashes coming through. That is at $38.88. Want to congratulate whomever's going to get it. But again, one only, and got to see it out the door by the end of this show here tonight. So great chance to pick it up. But $412. I'm going to ask you to really think very carefully about that price tag, because that's unheard of. And that's making a very large assumption. I keep checking my math because we know that museum reserves should simply not go that low. Do you remember one day I got a little ornery on the air. One of our beloved customers reached out during a live show, which I love. I love hearing from you during the shows as well. And she was really, really urgent about the fact that I was selling some tanzanite at $5.49 a carat. And she said, just so you know, one of your competitors right now is selling tanzanite. And guess what she said? It's $495 a carat. So what did I do? I literally made our price better. And again, I think for that kind of difference, if I'm asking $40 or $50 more a carat, it's worth it to get Blue Wing Block D. It is. I mean, that's true. But that was $495. She was quite impressed. A lot of you were quite impressed that I could take the best, the literal best, and make it so affordable. What did I do? I took it to $475 a carat. It kind of blew the lid off the place. Like everybody was talking about it. It was like a viral moment, if you will. As far as shopping TVON is concerned, that was like our viral moment because it was $475 a carat and everybody couldn't believe it. What are you doing? We have 3 minutes left to go in the show. This is still here. This is not $475 or $465 or $455 or $445. This is not even $415 a carat, and we've got a fancier cut. And it's got extras. That's the thing. We're just going on the assumption that you're only paying for the tanzanite at that incredible per carat when you're actually getting gold and 3/4 of a carat in VS diamonds to go with it as well. So all of that happening for $38.88. That's how you do it. So $38.88 on that one, and there's our last 2-minute countdown. So our last call on our Thursday night. So if you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, holla. Let me know. There's a phone number right down there on your screen. Use that to talk to me. Talk to us if there's something you want to ask about, if you're not clear, if you have a question. There's a phone number that connects you directly to us. We can answer those questions, answer any questions you may have about any of this merchandise you've seen today. It's been incredible values tonight, that one especially, which is why I'm really highlighting it here at the end of the night. It needs to go. You don't, and again, if you're this time of year, if you're a jeweler stocking your shelves for Christmas and Hanukkah, well, that right there is the moment, because I know you in a store are probably going to ask for $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a carat. So that adds up on a 10 carat fancy cut, and you're getting your customer better premium diamonds and gold. And that is what it's all about. So a big thank you for everybody watching tonight. Glad you were with us for this amazing evening of values. It has been nothing short of that. Amazing. And there are still a lot of great buys to take advantage of. I hope you will, because this tanzanite especially, truly, truly, 90 seconds left to look at it, gaze at it, but you know what? The next time you see it, it could be at your house, literally at your doorstep, and you can have it on your hand. And that to me makes it even better. And remember that if you think, well, how could it be that good for that low price? It is that good, it is that ring, and guess what? You have a money back guarantee to back that up. So make sure you try it, see it at home, see what it's all about. Again, any questions about anything you've seen, this is the time to ask. Also a reminder that Jason, are you taking this one? Okay, so we still have that, this one's here, and then we still have the Paraiba, a $3,000 open on the Paraiba. Let's talk about it. If you want that Paraiba, let's make that happen for you. That still is just, I mean, again, I think a lot of people are going to be calling in tomorrow asking about these items, hoping that they're still here. I got to tell you, there never are. This is a one-time only deal. Get these one-of-a-kinds while they're here tonight. Get them now. You have no idea how busy we are after shows. Everyone's making the decisions from the entire night of jewelry. Make sure you do that now. Get your favorite piece before it goes to somebody else. Heartbreak is a real thing, especially when it comes to missing out on fabulous pieces of jewelry, and the prices cannot be topped. It's just that simple. I've taken all the best prices we've seen in a very long time here tonight. So call me if you have any questions. We'll be here for a few minutes after we go off the air. I'll see you tomorrow night, 5 to 8 Pacific time. That's 8 to 11 Eastern time, our big Friday night. The weekend will be here. So we can't wait to see you. I will join you then. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5.